Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the songs with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Oh, baby. Welcome on in, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. I don't care how bad it rains. I don't care what the weather's like. I don't care if people are driving like absolute animals today. I think I just honk at me just for existing today. I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to get home today. I'm like, dude, I'm not. What do you want me to do? Do you want my car to hop over all of the traffic?
Why was he so angry?
I don't know. I don't know what was up with everybody today, dude. I
got other problems.
I know you got other problems. And I was just thinking to myself today, it should be the most fun today. We have the Heat streak. We got the Panthers streaking. We got Skip Schumacher Manager of the Year. We got a big Dolphins game this week, baby. And Leroy's got to go on Cleveland radio in an hour to talk about Deshaun Watson's arm breaking.
Ooh. You know what?
Hey, let me tell you something. That's a tough seat. All these Bills fans, they want to bellyache about their injuries. Losing Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson in the season, that's awful.
Well, the thing is that we don't know how much his arm was hurt beforehand. And one of the things that I told you that I never do is I never say a guy should or shouldn't play because of injury. Right? It's a tough game to play, to sit up on your perch and say, well, the doctor said he's fine, or whether the guy said he's okay, and this or that. Right. Exactly. And so I'll tell you how I got this way. My third year in the league.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
My second year, I balled out. Right? My third year in the league in the preseason, I got a sprain. I got a knee sprain. I got hit.
Yep.
I was out for a couple of weeks. And I told him, I said, I'll try to go.
This is the brace? This is the brace year?
The brace year.
The brace year.
Right? I played with a brace all year. The following year, how the team rewarded me for me sucking it up and giving whatever I had to the cause was they drafted Tommy Vardell 9th, and they asked me to take a pay cut because my production had dropped. And from that day on, I'd swore I'd never tell a guy what he should or should do with an injury, because the only person that could possibly lose in it is the player. Especially in football, when there's no guaranteed money.
Well, with him, there is.
Well, with him, yeah.
With him, he's got the most guaranteed money ever.
Right. But still.
It's I get it.
It's different, but
I get the principle, but
I'm not going to tell a guy.
I will say this. For him, and it's some stuff that's been on him, and it's been some stuff that's been physical, and that's been out of his hands because football is hard. It's been a disastrous stint in Cleveland thus far.
Yes.
It's been a disaster.
Here's what
There's no other way to put it.
Here's what he's never been able to do. He's never been able to get a run of 5, 6, or 7 games of consistent preparation and getting ready for a game and playing with his team.
Mm-hmm.
He really hasn't had that since he's gotten into Cleveland. And part of it is injury. Part of it is suspension, right? But it is what it is at this point. And the one thing that Deshaun did that the other quarterbacks didn't, he didn't turn the ball over like they did. So while the team seemed a lot better with Deshaun in there, one of the biggest differences is they had more opportunities because he wasn't turning the ball over like they were. Mm-hmm. I think he had 5 touchdowns, 1 pick, or something along those lines. He had more than 1 pick. But the other 2 quarterbacks were like 2 touchdowns and 8 picks. That's hard to win.
I'll tell you this.
That's Josh Allen. That's Josh Allen territory.
Well, it's crazy though. Like, we talked about this a little bit with the tampering thing with Sean Payton, but like, it's crazy from a logo standpoint because you guys can whine about this with your Cleveland brethren. Oh, poor us. Dolphins ass backwards into maybe the better tandem. Like, they didn't want this tandem of Tua and Mike McDaniel.
Right.
And
exactly.
Here and Cleveland.
And it's worked out right.
Cleveland has to feel. Look, the Dolphins have had a cursed couple of 23 years, no playoff wins.
Absolutely.
But nothing compares to Cleveland. Yeah. It's like nothing. And even the Lions, the only peer they had was the Lions. And now the Lions appear like maybe they'll go on their
list. The Lions could very well be the number 1 seed in NFC.
They could, but they're the only team that could maybe go toe-to-toe with Cleveland as far as like our best players of all time hate us. They left us early. Right. We don't have any success. That's that.
Right. Right. But it's, you know what? It's the thing that I've learned. And down here, I always caution people to, one, be patient, even though it's hard, right? Because you'll complain about all the years of misery, right? And 2, let things play out a little bit. Let's see, you know what I mean? As far as the Tua thing, right? Everybody was so quick to say after 6 months of Tua with a busted hip and looking weak that this was the wrong choice. And now you got Mike McDaniel and Tua and Tyreek and Jaylen Waddle and Achane and Mostert and that defense. And you have all this, and now we're talking about Tua being an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
And just think of where you would have been if you would have gotten what you wanted. So I just really, it's a tough sport, man. You hope, the Dolphins are in a unique place when most teams are losing guys. The Dolphins are getting all their guys back.
I know. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Hold on. I got to go black truck today. We know trucks.
You guys see what Haywood Highsmith is doing to this LaMelo Ball yesterday? I mean, he had him in absolute hell. Haywood Highsmith he's so good at defense. Like, if we needed somebody to protect us from the space alien intergalactic takeover,
Haywood Highsmith,
we could just shoot Haywood Highsmith to the atmospheric threshold, and they ain't getting through, dude. He is a terror. He's got deflections and blocks and steals, and yesterday just havoc, stealing it, getting dunks on the other end. That's what Spo calls karma of the game, Leroy. You get the steal, and then your teammate sets you up for the dunk. He's a menace, and what he did to LaMelo Ball. Have you ever seen a fadeaway fall so short of the rim?
Right. I mean, he's long. He's long, and LaMelo's not short. Right. No. So to be able to do stuff like that to a player who's really good, I didn't realize LaMelo Ball's good.
Yeah.
And he shut him down. It was pretty amazing to watch. Jimmy got going.
Jimmy's best game.
And all of this, the one thing I left that game with was this. Bam was bam. Yeah. Right? It's like you can count on 20 and 10 now.
Always.
Oh, you can count on 20 and 10 with some others, some blocks, some steals, some assists.
But it's crazy, like over this win streak, like Bam has a game like that. I'm like, yeah, it was a pretty good game from Bam. It's like, but it was a great game. But it's like, oh yeah, now it's like he's spoiling us.
It's the norm. It's the norm. This is what Bam is now, and he is. And I know people, want to say playoff Jimmy and whatever. Bam is the most consistent Heat player.
He has been by far. He's been their best player. He's been their best player,
right?
Not just consistent. He's been their best player.
I mean, even with Tyler playing, right? Tyler started off a little slow, but Bam is always there. Bam. They're not
going to be they're not going to grab the headlines the Lakers ever do, but this is essentially what the Lakers were hoping for with Anthony Davis, LeBron, and LeBron's sitting here and he still has to carry street clothes because he can't count on them to be there for all those games. But this is supposed to be the passing of the torch. I'm not saying that like when we get to playoffs, Jimmy won't be Jimmy, but like over a regular season, the guys, and Pat said this going into the year, the guys who have to take the leap and really carry it are Bam and are Tyler. Now Tyler's hurt. Tyler was off to a great start, but Bam has done that. And so even on the non-Jimmy nights, you still feel you have a chance to win because Bam can carry you. And last night we saw as much of normal Jimmy as we have seen. He looked like he had it from go. He was closing with the clutch buckets, got to the free throw line more than he ever had. But yeah, Bam has been incredible. They swept this road trip. They're coming home for a game, and then going out for 5 more.
How's that scheduling?
Make this make sense. Make this make sense.
I mean, you have computers and a whole offseason to make a schedule. I would like to know that when the schedule came out and the computer spit out the schedule, did somebody go, hey, should we do something about this one game in the middle of 10? Well, yeah, we don't want them on the road for 10 games. Bring them home for 1.
Yeah, just one. Just one. And they'll play the Nets for the 1,000th time because we've seen the Nets at home now, including preseason. This will be the 3rd time in 3 weeks.
Right.
So if you guys haven't gotten used to seeing Spencer Dinwiddie, you will.
Although especially because we're giving away two pairs of those.
Yeah. Take a break. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
Take Leroy in the house.
2 o'clock. Alex Caceres. Such a niche MMA joke. Although he is a 305 guy.
Oh, okay. So it's forgiven.
Yeah.
Aren't they all?
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
A lot of them are.
Which
But,
is amazing that there aren't more MMA fights down here.
It is amazing. Well, I think we're going to get an annual card, at least for the time being, because the last one was a monster success. It did. I mean, Dana White basically said, we're coming here. This is like one of the stops.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what that fight will be because they don't have Masvidal.
True.
So I don't know. We don't know yet.
You think Masvidal made that card?
Oh, for sure.
You don't think they could do those numbers with other?
If you give the right fight, I've been
maybe?
telling the UFC forever, like, don't come here with this weak stuff. Like, this is an event town. Dana White compared to Miami to the new LA. Like, you got to give it a big time event. Like, don't come at us with a flyweight title. Like, you better, come with the hitters. Give us a John Jones card, something like that. But it is. I actually been thinking about it. Like, they've already have their first 4 cards. They got UFC 300. I gotta imagine that's gonna be in Vegas in April. And that's gonna, I'm sure, be a monster.
See something about the Sphere.
Yeah, they're doing something. What is the Sphere?
Is
it like a restaurant? Like, what is this?
No, I think it's like a venue.
It's a performance venue.
Where they do concerts and MMA fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also $100 million in the hole after the first month.
Is it really?
Yeah.
My question is it a casino or what?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what the Sphere is. But I know Dana was like, "Oh, we're doing one at the Sphere. And he's like, we're gonna make it the best card ever." I'm like, which is kind of what he always says. But like,
does he have a hand in that? Because Vegas, because Vegas seems like they got a good grip on, putting forth monies to have things where they want them.
I don't know. I mean, that was a bigger thing, I think, with the Fertitas back when they had a piece of it. I think they had some stuff in the casinos. But Dana, the only thing with Dana's like, Dana's a very famous gambler. Like, I think he's banned in one of the casinos there.
Yeah, I think
he's banned in one of the casinos there. Like, that dude loves to gamble, which, he's a gazillionaire, so who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like talking about this Sphere. I'm like, what? I know that it changes. Like, I see what it does. I remember when the NBA was there. It changed.
You ready? You know who owns it?
Who?
Does he own the Knicks?
Madison Square Garden Company.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Then known as the MSG Sphere.
Well, then then there's obviously a tie there because they do an MSG card every year. So it's not like.
What can you add to it though? As of right now, all we know is a performance venue. It
says it's a music and entertainment arena in Paradise.
Okay.
So what do you put in the background?
But how's it better than an actual? I wonder how it's better than an actual arena.
I want to focus on the fight. I don't care if they're like, oh, they're in space. Like, what?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Maybe they're gonna have stuff in the background that's like. But at the end of the day, I want to focus on the fight. I don't want to be distracted from the fight.
I'm just surprised. Well, it's one of it is cool that he wants to do something different because I think what everybody probably expected is there's going to be some monster fight at the.
You know how much it costs to build the Sphere?
Yeah. No, I don't.
A couple billion.
$2.3 billion.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and again, after 1 month, they're $100 million in the hole.
Sheesh.
Yeah, they're building another one, by the way, in Phoenix.
But it's just a venue. That's it.
As of right now, just a venue.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
there's a lot of places to perform in Vegas. It feels like kind of overkill.
And it was like a huge Sphere. I was like, wow, a mummy must be there.
Well, part of it is the first big act was U2. They were there for 25 days.
Which, by the way, how the hell does that always happen? Like, why should I care about U2? They're on everyone's iPhone.
That's what I'm saying. You remember that?
Love. Oh, that's how the song goes, dude.
There's no shoy is some of the
in the name of love. Wow,
I feel like it's longer.
Yeah, and then there was another song with "It's a Beautiful Day." I think I
did hear that one.
Yeah, everybody knows that song, dude. Everybody knows that song. Heat yesterday. I mean, dude, this Jaime Jaquez. What can we say? This kid, stones.
I gotta
Stones
tell
from the
you,
rook.
I gotta tell you, his energy and what he does on the court on both sides of the floor is like, it's almost like infectious. You know what I mean? Like, he plays with so much energy, and it looks like he's out of control, but he really isn't.
He was asked yesterday. It was adorable by Jason Jackson, because he was asked, like, have you had your welcome to the NBA moment? And he goes, yeah, this road trip. This is crazy. He's like, we're in San Antonio one night. Now we're in Charlotte, and then we got to go home. Sounds like Pat just wants to sleep in his own bed. It's the gauntlet. He probably has his goldfish at his condo. He goes, hey, can I rest?
Boy got a point. He got a point. Yeah. He got a point. Because
he was like, he's like, no, it's basketball. He goes, I prepared for this. I went to college for 4 years for this. He goes, and then so Jax asked him about the road trip. He goes, actually, Jackson, that's my welcome to the NBA moment. I was like, well said.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Well said.
It wasn't like him getting blocked. It was, wow, this schedule was rough.
But Spo's playing, dude. Spo's closing with him every game. Like that is
because you know what? He's one of the few players that he can shoot a three, get to the hoop, but on the other end, he's causing havoc on defense, right? And if you think of the turnaround of this team, it's not closing the games offensively, but it's closing the games defensively.
Yeah, there's just trust. You're not gonna play. You're not gonna play if you can't defend.
Right.
Amy
Haywood Highsmith
on the broadcast too. She's like, you ain't playing for this team if you can't defend.
Haywood Highsmith and Jaime, they have been like the catalyst for some of the best defense this team has seen in a month.
PV says the Heat really did dodge a bullet, as Tobin said with Dame. Jaime is a baller. I am, yeah. And that was the exact term. You remember we had Caron Butler on in July?
Yep.
During Summer League, and what was the first word that came out of his mouth when we asked about Jaquez? Baller.
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 Yeah. Well, that didn't. Wait. Okay. So I want you to stop.
Why?
Right now.
Why?
Because even with that, you did not hesitate to include him in every package.
Okay, but I've admitted
No. You're not gonna all of a sudden go back to what Caron Butler said and now say we should have known.
Well, that's not fair.
Because you did not care. You did not care. You wanted to put him in every package.
Okay, so but are you gonna hold that to me to the end of time? Because I'm not just gonna let you use words that happened before you wanted to trade everybody. They're not my words. They're the coach's words. No, he was the coach, and he said, "I'm just saying." PV was saying, he goes, "Hey, ball." That's exactly the words Caron used about him. He's a baller.
But you never said I don't want to trade him because he's a baller.
Well, yeah, but I've admitted to my mistakes, and I've said we dodged the bullet. I was talking about this 2 days ago with Damian Lillard stinking up the joint.
I understand all
of
that.
The kids call him?
What?
Kids call him a hooper.
Whoa.
He's a hooper. The old school say baller. The kids say a hooper.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't said baller in a while.
Yeah.
That guy's a baller. It even sounds like
baller.
Seems like
but he is a baller, but he's also a hooper.
He's a hooper.
Hooper.
He hoops.
He's a hoop.
I gotta tell you.
What?
You are something special.
Hoop dog.
By the way.
Dog.
By the way.
What?
Just got my liquor selection Thursday.
Ooh, all right.
I bring liquor with a story.
The Hordes are coming to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I was like, this Thursday? Are we getting drunk here?
No.
I didn't know. I mean, I can
Next
do
Thursday.
it.
I'm going to celebrate with the Rednecks. And where are we? Wellington.
Lake Worth.
All right. And then he's going to Tobin's.
PV also puts that. He says, well, dodging bullets is all luck. He's right.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Dude, we do not.
You got to rely on bad aim.
We do not need anyone in support of you.
Yep.
Just let you go. Let me attack you. And let's keep it moving.
Robin also points out Caron Butler, baller. And you know what else he had? You know what he had, Marcos?
Footwork.
Good
Dude.
footwork. Ron Butler. He has footwork. I still see that footwork. He's teaching now. Unfortunately, the thing I saw him teaching the footwork was to Jovic. Jovic don't play. But
where's that guy?
That's what
Is he like?
He must be the sassiest Slovenian known to man.
I just don't understand this. I really need like an investigation. I need a 30 for 30 on Spell's relationship with him.
This is why I told you to go to school, Nicola.
Okay.
You sass off to the coach. He's not going to play you, but you know what you could never sass off? An education.
Okay.
Better look at Miami-Dade Coolidge while you're down there.
Jesus.
Take a couple of online classes for a long road trip.
Maybe
So, question: what is wrong with him right now?
I mean, the last thing that was asked about him, I think it was the Spurs game, and they because the people were out, and he gave the answer that, well, he was sick, but he's still there. They just say he's still a developmental project. I don't get it. I think every time I see him play, I think he looks good. I don't get it. Now, as an argument, Spo can hold up and be like, yeah, dude, but Haywood Highsmith is a terror, and he's a plus gazillion every time he's on the court.
I would say this.
That's fair.
I would say this. That other guys probably deserve that time, right? But I wouldn't dance around his issues, right? Because he can't take any minutes from Jaime. He can't take any minutes from anyone else. And so from that standpoint, I could see why he's not playing. But the excuses that they've given us have nothing to do with that.
It's weird.
Right. It has nothing to do with what other guys have earned that time, which is something that Spo would always say.
Yeah, Kevin Love. I mean, you could say, oh, he could play for Kevin Love. Didn't really do anything yesterday. He was building a brick house, but he's not going to not play. I mean, he already not played Kevin Love a lot, so I think he's like, I'm going to get some Kevin Love some PT here because Kevin Love's established, and this is a kid, But by the way, did you guys see last night how disgusted Kevin Love was with him not getting the overturning of a block charge call?
Oh, no.
He looked like he wanted to kill that official.
You know why?
He's
like, hey man, this is my thing.
Yeah, I'm
This
Kevin
is
Love.
what I do. I'm Kevin. I've been doing this for 15 plus years.
It was such a great look that Kevin Love had at that moment of disgust. And then the best part yesterday, because Spo was like, he was beside himself with the referees because he did it. What was it? Oh, that's exactly what I was going to talk about. He goes, so LaMelo Ball gets a bucket on Bam.
And he basically carries it.
And he carries it like he's taking a pizza to your table. And so Spo is like, he's beside himself, upset. And he's like looking off the ref and he's doing this. He's flipping the hand over. He's like, you're falling for the razzle dazzle, referee. You're falling for it. And it was
even like, that's a carry. That's a carry. He just kept doing it.
It was amazing. It was breathtaking work from Eric Spoelstra.
The only thing that was missing is when he does travel.
Yeah,
and he does the skip with it, right?
Spo was like he was a travel move away from doing a TikTok dance.
Right. Yeah.
I like that's passionate.
He
Spo.
gets where is it?
Whoa. Is that nuts?
Wait, he looks like he's getting ready to do a TikTok, right? Look.
That is interpretive dancing I've ever seen.
No, we need some Heat fan who's like 16 needs to come up with a TikTok Spo. Like they need to come up with a dance like it.
You know what's funny? Like the Heat could give up 15 straight points, and he calls a timeout, and very calmly he calls the timeout, grabs the pad, and go talk to the team. But when it comes to officials, that is as animated as he gets.
Because it's the things that he hates trickery. And he goes, you guys fall for the dumbest stuff. Like he's like, you'll fall for the flopping. He'll do this all the time. He'll be like, oh. fallback for the. But he was so crazed yesterday at this LaMelo Ball tricking the officials and not caring and not calling out the carries. It was hilarious. We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Middle of the weekend. Here's
Swear, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me
Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. So I was sent some video during the break. Let me give a shout out here.
It was Drew Star.
It was Jordan. Appreciate it.
Jordan
sent me some videos of the Sphere.
Oh, yes.
During the break.
Yeah. What do you think?
Overrated. What? It looks like the Museum of Discovery in Fort Lauderdale. It looks like the IMAX.
Hey, let me just say.
What, we have the same technology for 20 years?
Yeah, but a big IMAX.
It's a big IMAX.
You just got to make it bigger.
That's what it looks like. I'm like, I don't know.
What do you think they'll put on there to like enhance a fight? Maybe they'll make it
I don't know.
Like it's underwater.
I don't know. I mean, I imagine that'd be cool to go watch a fight on something like that. But I don't know. I watched video of it and I was like,
What if they end up having like a cam that's pointing at the audience but projecting onto the screen so you can see yourself on a jumbotron?
I don't know.
Dang.
I don't know.
You got to do it. Yeah, I'd be doing that all night.
Maybe for the fights, they should have Draymond Green versus Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
Did you see what happened last night, Leroy?
Leroy, be honest with yourself.
Let me
really see what happened.
Yes. So
really see what happened.
First of all, so somebody grabbed Klay.
Yes. Jaden McDaniels and Klay got tied up.
Wow.
And then
it's debatable.
I guess Big Softy went to try to break it up. And then Draymond came off the top rope and choked him out.
He Khabib'd him. Yeah, he put him into a crazy
and then dragged him. So like it wasn't he got him out of there. He was walking the dog with him.
He got him.
Yeah.
He got him.
And and here's the problem. I want to say that Draymond is lucky that what's his name?
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert was like, look at what this dude is doing. Yeah. Because there's a number of other guys where that would have been a melee. And so Draymond knew who he was messing with.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can think of a bunch of NBA players that you grab like that and it's a melee.
Yeah, for sure.
So Draymond's going to get suspended.
Definitely.
For a few games.
Rudy Gobert.
Not because of what he did, but the fact that he did it and there wasn't a melee.
I like how like Karl Anthony Towns is like trying to get the choke out and try and pull Rudy out. Like, hey, do something to Draymond Green, cat.
That's some of the softest guys in the league.
I can't do nothing. I'm in a headlock. Don't help me.
I feel like Karl Anthony Towns one time got choked out by Ben Simmons. I feel like that happened.
Ben Simmons?
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons choked him out. Or maybe I have that reversed. I'm pretty sure one of the others choked the other out.
I really feel like
Ben Simmons got choked out.
I think Karl Anthony Towns got choked out by Ben Simmons. I think that's what happened.
Now I have to look this up.
But it's like, and then, somebody pointed out, like, usually when there's a situation like that, you grab your guy and take him back. You don't grab the guy on the other team because that just causes more issues.
Dr. Shabazz says Ben Simmons got slapped by Goran. That's true. He did. He did. Goran's a man. Listen, you guys, we love Goran Dragic, okay?
Right.
I don't think there's a radio show on this planet that loves Goran Dragic as much as we do. Goran Dragic is a menace. He's a sneaky menace.
There's YouTube video of him fighting like 300 fights.
He's an instigator, but he's like, and we've talked to UD about this before. Like, he'll trick you because he's like, he'll cheat at cards, but then he says, I don't speak English. And like, he's an assassin. This is what this man is. He is an assassin. He's one of the greats, and I miss him. I miss him so much. But like, you go to YouTube right now and just type in Goran Dragic fight. We talked about this with him. And he goes, Adi, listen, I always fight back. Never to me first. But I mean, he slapped Ben Simmons upside the head.
Yeah. I did just look at it, by the way. Ben Simmons had a full chokehold on Karl Anthony Towns, and I believe he tapped.
Yeah.
What the hell are
He
you
tapped.
tapping? Like, what are you doing?
He tapped out.
no one's gonna free you from this.
He got some BJJ in him. So listen, if it doesn't work, if the NBA thing doesn't work out after this contract, and I think Ben Simmons is hurt again, but
I think you guys are missing the point of all of this, though, to be honest.
What's wrong?
I think you guys are missing the real culprit in all of this.
Oh, here we go.
We know who started that fight. Out of nowhere, this guy, we've seen him assault someone at the championship parade. Out of nowhere, this guy decides,
you're not going to do this.
Klay Thompson thinks he's so tough, dude. He's fight with a random guy. Who's the guy who he got into a fight with?
Jaden McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels wants to fight with Klay Thompson.
I think the thing that's funny about it is typically when something like that happens in a basketball game, usually it's like, oh, it's been going all game.
Yeah.
This was 2 minutes into the game.
Exactly. So it was definitely Klay. This is definitely right up his alley. It was like picture perfect. I've been talking about this guy for quite some time. He planned this, actually, in my opinion. Steph Curry's out. The pressure gets to him. Oh, Curry's out. What am I supposed to do? Lead the team? No, I'm going to eject myself within the first 2 minutes.
That's actually, are you joking? Because that was actually Rudy Gobert's explanation for Draymond, not for Klay Thompson. Nobody ever says anything bad about Klay Thompson except for you.
Yeah.
But Rudy Gobert's quote, every time Steph doesn't play, Draymond doesn't want to play without his guy. So he's without his guy Steph. So he does anything he can to get ejected because he doesn't want to get exposed. Like that's what he's accusing Draymond Green of tanking the game ejected so he doesn't have to play without Steph Curry.
Wolves are really
good right now.
Look at that.
Here's the deal. All you have to do is go look. Right? If it's a valid point or not, you can say that's not true or it is. Does seem to get kicked out of a lot of games that don't involve Steph.
Do we have the calls of this? Can I hear some of the I love when basketball announcers have to call melees.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have is it Wolves, Golden State? Who do you have?
I have both. Dude. We can compare them. We can
wait. First of all, let's hear the choke out person. So let's hear the Wolves first.
All right, we'll play Minnesota, and then we'll see the bias Warriors, how they call their stuff.
Ant pulls up on a straightaway three. It's off the front rim, no, and the rebound to Draymond Green. Ant did not have, and Jaden McDaniels and Klay Thompson are throwing punches at one another. They got to be separated. Now someone's got Rudy in a headlock. It's Draymond. Someone get that dude in a headlock.
Yeah.
Two teams have to be separated. Jaden is hot. Rudy got tackled to the floor. Somehow Draymond just got Rudy around the neck from behind. Like, what is that? Crowds into it. Rudy's pointing down at Draymond Green. I mean, as soon as someone has Rudy in a headlock, how are you not wrapping up Draymond and getting him around the face? Well, if you couldn't keep Draymond Green anymore, just add this to the list.
That's a great job. That Wolves. Fantastic.
Hey, you can tell he was Team Wolves.
Great.
Somebody get him in a headlock.
Thank you, still great for pointing out. It was a back-to-back. I mean, so maybe it was some carryover from the game before.
Oh yeah, that's
with,
right.
With Klay Thompson and McDaniel. But man,
they go in that. They go in that.
But I saw Anthony Edwards and Draymond Green's exchange. This one. All right, let's hear Golden State protect their boy. Probably.
Draymond defensive rebound. Leaves it for Paul down the right side, and now McDaniels and Klay Thompson get tangled up, and now Draymond gets in there to hug Gobert away in a headlock. And we've got a scramble. We have security people on the floor. Coaches flying all over the place. Klay Thompson gets pulled aside by Chris Paul. Draymond and Gobert get separated. Well, Draymond went after Gobert as if he saw Gobert do something. And Gobert now pointing and gesturing in Draymond's direction.
Oh,
wait a minute.
It's so great.
Said, here's all you need to know.
He hugged him.
And Draymond went and hugged Gobert out of there.
In the world.
My favorite was the Wolves announcer where he goes, "What is that?" It's like, what? As if you couldn't like Draymond Green anymore, dislike Draymond Green anymore. What is that? He's right.
No, and the rebound to Draymond Green. Ant did not have, and Jaden McDaniels and Klay Thompson are throwing punches at one another. They got to be separated. Whoa. Now someone's got Rudy in a headlock. It's Draymond. Someone get that dude in a headlock. Two teams have to be separated. Jaden is hot. Rudy got tackled to the floor. Somehow Draymond just got Rudy around the neck from behind. Like, what is that? Crowd's into it. Rudy's pointing down at Draymond Green. I mean, as soon as someone has Rudy in a headlock, how are you not wrapping up Draymond and getting him around the face? Well, if you couldn't hate Draymond Green anymore, just add this to the list.
Man, great work there
Wait,
by the Bulls
wait.
Radio Network.
So hugging.
Yeah.
What do you mean hugging? Why is he tapping out?
Mm,
Oh my goodness.
that was great.
Oh my
That
goodness.
was great. We'll take a quick break. Hour 2 coming up next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Let us get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Last night, the Miami Heat beat the Charlotte Hornets in the in-season tournament. 111-105. Did you like the courts, Leroy?
A lot of action.
A lot of action.
It looks like European court, like the courts in Europe. You know, European basketball, a lot of action on them. I don't mind them. I think the lighter colors don't go as well as like the blacks and the reds and the dark blues and stuff like that. Because it looked like a couple of times ball could have laid on the floor and got lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Jimmy Butler had his best game of the season. Let's hear a couple calls last night from the voice of the Miami Heat radio network, audio experience, excuse me. Jason Jackson, Jimmy Buckets had the heave from half court at the buzzer of halftime.
And offering by Jimmy. Duncan got it to Jimmy. I thought he was just messing around to end the quarter. Jimmy meant it. A kiss off the glass and a roll and stroll with Lowry under his arm straight to the locker room.
Yeah. That was good. Lowry yesterday had a tough game. He was in foul trouble all night. Basically,
Man, he got 3 quick ones, didn't he?
Yeah,
Holy
he did.
Smokes.
Yeah, he did. He did.
It was almost like he didn't really want to play.
You think you're accusing a lot of people of trying to tank out of games today?
I did not start that.
Well, Marcus
Gobert said that.
Excuse me. Yes, that is true. Jimmy Butler also finished with 32 points, but this one was the one that really sealed the deal for Miami.
Jimmy's gone. Right hand dribble to the mid post. Now the jumper to seal the deal. Timeout, Charlotte. Heat up 7 with 1:11 to go. Butler with 29, 108, 101. And let the Heat chance begin again on the road.
Now, question. With over a minute left and down 7, the way they were shooting up threes.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling as confident as Jax was at that point.
You know, they had a couple of threes because PJ Washington was amazing yesterday.
Yes.
He would, and then he had 2 wide open ones to bring it to within 1, and he missed them both.
Right.
And so I think that's probably where it was. You're like, if you're not making those, then it seemed like it was done. But a couple free throws to salt it away, and then but it was. But he was right. That was the dagger for Jimmy in that game. Let's hear a little bit from Jimmy Buckets afterwards, and Jimmy Butler on where they are with this win streak.
We've been scoring more points than the other team. That's it.
Okay. Very good.
Very Spo-esque.
I mean, no, that's not Spo-esque. That's almost Belichick-esque.
Belichick, yeah.
Right? What do you say to this win streak? Last 6 games, we scored more than the other team.
Jimmy Butler also was asked about his half-court heave. This is what he had to say on that.
Looking me off. Caleb be looking me off. He know I shoot the highest percentage from 3 on the team, man. And he a hater. He don't want me to be great, man. Caleb be looking me off.
Man, I thought there was better chemistry on this team.
Man.
It's tough. You got to get over that, man.
You know, and wait, everybody doesn't do this on that team, but Jimmy goes after everybody.
Dude, there was like some chaos going on during Jimmy's post game yesterday. I was watching it live on Bally, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I like to see that. I like when people are messing with each other during interviews. It's fun. I'm sure that the reporters don't love it, but I'm all for sure.
You know what that matters? It doesn't necessarily matter when you're winning.
Nah.
But when you're a close-knit group, it matters when you got to fight through some stuff. You know what I mean? Those pinches during a game, or when you hit that slide during the season. That's when that all matters.
Yesterday, the Florida Panthers beat the San Jose Sharks 5-3. Sam Reinhart continues to light things up for the Cats.
He's been on fire.
Carter Verhaeghe, our boy, Kevin Stunlin, friend of the show.
Yeah.
They scored goals with a couple minutes or so. Stunlin had the go-ahead last
Is
night.
that new Duclair?
No, we had him on the show. You know he's not.
But they traded him for Duclair.
No, that's Steven Lorentz.
Oh,
you're mixing intangibles.
Right, I'm mixing them up. Well, everybody's. I mean, now let me ask you this question, and I'm gonna ask this to you.
Yep.
Because as an intangible, do you look at Duclair and hockey and call him an intangible?
No, he's super fast and he scores a lot of goals.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Maybe Peter Worrell, because he was like, throwing down.
First of all, he's like 6'7" and he could barely skate. I saw it with my own eyes.
Congratulations to Skip Schumacher, Marlins manager. He was named National League Manager of the Year.
Awesome.
Deserved for Skip. Congratulations.
You know what that means in baseball or basketball?
No, basketball, it's trouble. Basketball's trouble, dude.
That's why Spo been here so long. Never won Coach of the Year.
The big NFL news today, Deshaun Watson's season is over. He is getting surgery, broken bone in his shoulder that he suffered in the middle of the game.
Right.
And
right. You know what? And the funny thing about it is that when he hurt his shoulder before, there were a lot of people saying he should be playing. Right. And I don't get into these should be or shouldn't be playing, situations because, I've told you my own personal situations. So I don't tell people when they should or should be playing. But the fact that he did this they say he did in the first half.
Yep.
And played the rest of the game. And come to find out he needs surgery. Means
it's also just tough it's just tough for Cleveland because you guys had your biggest win of the season. You're starting to feel like
he looked like he was starting to come around a little bit. Had some big plays, which is why you have him. You don't have him to throw 5,000. You have him for those moments in the year or in the season where he can make plays for you, and he did that at the end of that game. But this is why, when he played the rest of the game with that injury that requires surgery on his throwing arm, right? It means that you almost have to go back and all the people that doubted whether he should or shouldn't be playing, give him a pass. Because he's proven that he's going to do everything he can to play. And if he can play, he'll play.
Finally, let's get a weather update, Leroy, for the Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE. Weather?
It's so miserable. Like Deshaun's arm.
Wow.
You got winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. It's cloudy. It's rainy. It's going to be raining for the next 2 days. And it's going to be some flooding. If you live east of 95, buckle up because any type of rain, there could be substantial flooding. So be careful out there. Be careful on the roads and have some patience on the roads. It does not mean soon as your windshield get wet to turn on your hazards and drive 15 miles below the speed limit, though. Because that's
we'll take a quick break. We will take a quick break here on the program. When we come back, Miami Dolphins back on the practice field today after a Tuesday day off. And Dolphins defense, a lot of the stars on the defense thinking things are coming together for them as they have a big matchup this week, returning home and off the bye with a big opportunity ahead of them. We'll get into that coming up next.
Middle of the weekend, here's what we've got.
what's right is wrong. Now that the love is gone.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. Get to a mixed bag later on this hour. Also got some Heat and Nets tickets to give away.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. It's very, whoa. I got new toys to play with. Sorry.
You're fidgeting, dude.
I know, but I got new
He's
stuff.
fidgeting. You were right in the damn middle, and then you kept moving it. What's up with the orange light?
What do you mean? This thing?
Yeah. Why isn't it green? See what I'm saying?
It's mic on.
Usually it's
green.
No, it's not.
It's
red.
red. Nah, it's never green.
No,
It's
you're thinking of
red.
the on-air light outside.
Yeah.
Okay, but that light's usually red when it's on.
You're quibbling. It's the color.
Yeah.
Like it's
because
it's just the lighting and the color. You want me to like put the ring light on?
Outside is 7 p.m. right now. That's why.
Does that make it look more red?
Nah.
That just makes me look more fat.
Looking good.
Yeah. Anyway, Miami Dolphins, they are back on the practice field today. Christian Wilkins, he talked about the defense seemingly getting right at the right time. This is Christian.
I just think the biggest thing and the thing I'm most kind of proud of, or that we were trying to focus on and encouraging as a defense, is just getting better each day. Don't look at the big picture things like, oh, this or that. No, like just focus on the steady improvement each and every day, being your best every day, bringing it out there. We'll look up at the end of the year. Even to this point, I feel like we made improvements each week. Each day we've had that mindset. So we'll continue that mindset. And like I'm saying, at the end of the season, we'll look up and see where we're at.
It does appear that things have spiced up on OnlyFangs.com.
Well, and it pretty much coincided with everybody getting healthy and coming back.
Definitely helped with that.
Sometimes, and I would say this with older coaches. Sometimes you try to protect, players because you're unsure, and you really don't have to. So when we looked at this defense before everybody got healthy, it's a totally different defense now, and we would say, oh, he's comfortable with the guys that came back. He's comfortable with Jalen Ramsey and X or whatever. And when those young guys were in, or those new guys, or Eli Apple, he almost went out of his way to not put them in harm's way. And some coaches think, hey, you're the backup, time to step up, and we're going to do what we do. So I don't know what the answer is to that, but it's all working out now. But when those guys were hurt, the defense was, not as good as they are now.
Christian Wilkins was also asked about the idea. He has 4.5 sacks on the season through 9 games. That ties a career high already for Christian Wilkins. This is asked if this is a product of the system.
I mean, that's probably just to a lot of different things, hopefully we can continue to improve, and I can continue to improve it individually, and we'll just get better and better each and every day.
It's actually being in a 3-4. It's actually harder for him. So these 4.5 sacks are probably better than the numbers, because he's getting a lot of double coverage. He's getting a lot of, because he's in there by himself. When before he'd have Sealer or somebody else right next to him, or one body over. You know what I mean?
Well, that front has been menacing. Really, listen, they had a rough start to the year, but they really have been rolling, especially the pass rush has rounded into form.
Yeah.
Bradley Chubb's been awesome. Jaelan Phillips, especially when he got healthy. Phillips was JP was really talking this week about, he said his confidence was really shook coming off of that injury. And it wasn't really in a good place. It was the Sunday Night Football game, he said, against Lane Johnson, where he got a sack that he feels was really the turnaround for him.
Honestly, for me, with that, I was really anxious leading up to the game, because coming off injury, obviously a big, primetime game against the Eagles, stuff like that, going against Lane Johnson. And like I said, my confidence had been kind of shot the weeks prior to that. So I was really anxious leading up into it. And honestly, I was kind of like second guessing myself, like thinking, damn, I don't even know if I can beat this guy. I don't know if I can, just straight win and get a sack. I was like, I'll be able to run around, maybe get a second effort sack or something like that. But to be able to go out there and actually perform, like, it was a good matchup. He obviously got me a few times. I got him a few times. But even just to be able to win against a guy like that, it gave me a lot of confidence.
I think when you first come back from injury, sometimes you're wondering, how much can I push this?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I all the way back? You need to do something on the field or get hit or put stress on the injury so that you feel confident that you can just unleash what you do, right? So when he's talking about confidence, he's not necessarily talking about his ability to do what he does, but more or less, is his body going to hold up, or is he all the way back? Because you never really come back when you're 100%, right? It's almost there. And you can't, the one thing you can't do, you can't go into a locker room and say, I'm not playing till I'm 100%.
Mm-hmm.
They'll look at you and say, ain't nobody 100%.
Right.
So I think that's the lack of confidence. And then when you have like an explosive play, or like he said, a pass rush where, oh, okay, I can just relax and play.
Well, they got to a point now. He's gotten 3 straight games with a sack. So it does definitely feel like he is on the right path. He also talked about the defense rounding into form. Here was Jaelan Phillips, who's a giant.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Chiefs game was kind of a little taste of that. I just think that we play a lot more sound football overall. I think you can see with our run fits and with our coverage discipline, it's just like a lot more of a complete picture. I think just recently I was looking back, at the Chargers game, right? And I thought we played decent. We had some, times where we nutted up and things like that. But just in general, I just felt like we were really sloppy, just with our technique and with our run fits and things like that. And to see that compared to how we played in the Chiefs game, really the last couple of weeks, it's almost night and day, honestly. So it's really just cool to see the, fruits of our labor pay off. And we're just going to keep stacking on that.
Why did you pop up like a prairie dog with the term nutted up?
Hey, yo.
Because
you gotta grow up, dude. Screw the
me. No, don't wait.
Really?
No, this is what this jackass did. He said, I wanted to, but you did first. So I'm just gonna laugh at you. Right? Like, stop.
This is really immature of you, Leroy.
Stop. No, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna let you, because I did it first. Let you look up over at me, right? No, hell no. Because I know, look, Robbie would have hit dump.
Just recently I was looking back, at the Chargers game, right? And I thought we played decent. We had some, times where we nutted up and things like that, but just
exactly, dude. Fangs.
I mean, and here's the problem.
The old love nut.
Here's the problem.
Oh, okay.
Here's the problem. The phrase is buckled up.
I mean, I don't know.
No. I'm telling you right now.
Well, not according to JP. Jaelan Phillips says different. Jaelan. Do we have Vic Fangio when he heard that the defense nutted up? What did he?
Jesus Christ.
Now it's onlyfangs.com, dude. Take a quick break after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto
I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. I got to say, I'm loving being in these studios again, Marcos.
Oh,
I like the lighting better.
Ooh.
I like being back in the shit. The mic sounds better in my ears.
It's true.
You know, I love being back in this. The old the QAM studio.
Yeah.
I don't know. Vibes are off.
It's true.
You know, it was just like
it was never ours.
The
really,
headphone jack was jacked up. I didn't like that. I like being back in the studio a lot.
It's good vibes.
It's good vibes. It's good vibes. Does our phone work now? Can people call us? Is that a thing now?
Absolutely. Our phones do work.
Wow. All right. Well, I have a trivia question today for Heat tickets.
Oh,
okay. My trivia question. Should I get to it next hour? Should I give away the tickets? Or should I do that? Should I give away one pair here? I didn't like any of your suggestions. I got to be honest with you for Dartboard and Doom.
What about the hot sauce thing? Did you see that one?
I feel like, see, I would love to do a hot sauce one. Here's what I fear.
Yep.
I feel like that's going to get a step in from. They wouldn't let us do smelling salts.
That's true. That's true.
So I feel like corporate's going to step anything that has to do with eating,
consuming.
I'm fine doing it. I just want everybody to know I don't have a problem doing really anything other than like tattooing my body or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty open.
Soft.
I'm pretty open to any humiliations. You guys know this.
Yep.
I had to sign a waiver to eat a crow. It's a bird.
Yeah.
That's how our company works.
Yeah. Disgusting.
I have never seen our boss move as fast as to when he heard the term smelling salts. So you have to realize if it's consuming something, we're probably going to get shut down on it. I'm just going based on history. So while I was open to it, you know.
Yeah,
so therefore, I'm turning into trivia today.
Okay.
But it's going to be Tobes Heat Trivia.
Tobes Heat Trivia. How does
Tobes
that
Heat
differ
Trivia.
from normal Heat Trivia?
You guys know.
All right.
You guys know. If you guys don't know, you will know.
All right.
It's not that hard. If you are a listener of this show, it's not that hard. Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
I will give away those tickets, but first, let's mix it up, dude.
Oh, I apologize.
Wait, what?
I should have the instrumental ready.
Always, at all times.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. You know, I was ready for the trivia. What do you want me to do? All righty then. We spoke about this earlier in the show, and so it was a little duo that potentially could have been leading the Miami Dolphins right now. Sean Payton.
Bum.
The guy who has built his career off of an onside kick.
Yep.
Apparently, although they had a rough start, you know, Dolphins did drop 70 on them. Just saying. It seems like they've shaped things.
I mean,
up.
they got a big win. They beat the Chiefs, and then they stole one from the Bills. I mean, they stole them because the stupid Bills don't know how to count to 12. Somehow that was Ken Dorsey's fault. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to. I'm not too smart a guy. I did graduate from Barry University.
You go, boy.
Proud buck. But I don't understand how Ken Dorsey's at fault for you not knowing how to count to 12. I mean, used to learn this on Sesame Street. 12 men. Anyway, go ahead.
Either way, these victories seem to be sparking some sort of change in the culture. According to Russell Wilson, he says Sean Payton is at the head of that.
Coach Payton has done a great job of, changing this culture and really impacting us as players. The whole coaching staff has been amazing. We're in this thing together. We're battling together. We're fighting together. And, we believe in us, and I know Broncos country believes in us too.
He's still riding that Broncos country thing.
Broncos. Most people say
That's
Broncos. Do the Broncos fans refer to themselves as Broncos country, or did he come up with this? Because most people, they're nations, like Heat Nation,
Yeah. But I think they like the country thing because it's like horses and like
Is it like a John Denver thing?
Oh,
Country
probably.
Road?
You know what? It probably is.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Do they actually refer to themselves as Broncos country?
I think so, because I think he was doing, those promos that they do at the beginning of the year. Here, record a couple of these. We'll play this on the Jumbotron during the game. And it just was so awkward. The internet was like, what is he doing?
What's going on here?
Yeah, but apparently Sean Payton is changing the culture over there. Do you believe it, or do you think they just got a couple lucky wins?
No, I don't think they got a couple of lucky wins. Like, I do think that, look, it's hard to get worse than losing by 50 points to the Dolphins and giving up a 70 burger. I mean, you should have given up the record, but Mike McDaniel showed you mercy, Sean Payton. He showed you mercy. Never forget that. And we were also a little scared of Jason Sanders. But I guess, it makes sense. We're talking about this with Fangs, right? Like, Fangs came here, probably took him about a quarter of the season to get guys right. That's about where the Broncos are at right now. Russell Wilson hasn't been terrible this season, but also you guys won the game because the Bills don't know how to count. I don't know what to tell you. What does that have to do? What does Sean Payton have to do with mathematics of the special teams coach of the Bills?
Yeah. Also, your record isn't great. What are they, 5-4 or something like that? It's not like
no. I think they are 4-5.
Even
right? I don't even think they're over 500 yet.
What culture are you changing?
Yeah, let's relax a little bit.
You still have 5 losses.
Antonio Pierce is changing the culture.
Oh yeah, well,
that's
until
palpable.
Until this week, that is.
But yeah, no, good for them. They've won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
A
couple big wins.
Whatever. Good things. Good for them. Good for them.
I'm still happy with McDaniel though.
Yeah.
Still happy with my
please. Sean Payton. What else you got in the mixed bag, dude?
Speaking of Mike McDaniel,
love him.
Got a couple cuts here from Jaylen Waddle. One of them discussing something that is becoming more and more prominent as everyone is paying attention. Mike McDaniel's footwear.
Yeah. He's apparently got a mean shoe game, according to Omar Kelly. That's what he says on Game Day Uncensored every week. I don't know shoes. Yeah. I'm not a shoe guy. I know you guys probably could tell. I've worn I wear the same 2 pairs of Nikes all the time, and then when I'm not wearing Nikes at home, I'm wearing flip-flops.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Floridian.
Got any
and that's
boots?
what I do.
Do you own any boots?
Do I own any boots? I do not own any boots. I have a pair of dress shoes that I wear.
Oh, we got to get you some boots.
Like cowboy boots?
I don't know.
Or combat boots? Or like Timbs? I used to have some Timbs.
Timbs? Nice.
Used to have some Timbs.
Wow, during your construction days?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're good work boots. But Jaylen Waddle comments on Mike McDaniel's shoe game, and he seems to be mirroring what Omar Kelly says on Game Day Uncensored.
Now, does Mike have a better shoe game than you?
No, not even close. Not even close. Not even. I'm talking about. I'm in a whole different universe to him in shoes. He do got some nice stuff, but no. No.
Wow. Emphatic on that, huh?
Jaylen Waddle takes his shoes very serious. Who was I don't know, is that like a Houston thing? Maybe he just loves shoes. You know who had the famous shoe collection with the Heat was PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker had his own shoe like caddy that had all his shoes for a road trip. Could you imagine how big that caddy? They probably need 2 of them for this road trip.
That's a check bag every time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I tell you what though, he is notorious with that. I think he changes shoes at halftime. I give him credit for that. That's dedication right there. Me, I'm the type of guy that I don't know. I'll wear it and then I'll also play basketball in it. It's horrible.
This country road is about West Virginia. You idiot. Yeah, but it's by John Denver.
Yeah, okay.
All right. You're an idiot, Schmeathan. Dade South says it's their hashtag. Yeah, but is it their hashtag because they're trying to kiss Russell Wilson's ass?
Oh yeah.
Is that what they've always called themselves?
Broncos. I've never heard John Elway say that.
Stun Steve says Tobin wears the intangibles for. Oh, that's true.
Oh,
that's fair.
Nice.
That's true.
Comfy.
Is that what is the intangibles for? Is that a Jack Harlow shoe? Because he's a New Balance guy.
I was gonna say something New Balance. It has to be New
Balance.
Gotta be. Yeah, for sure. The cut the grass.
Dade South says the Tobin goes to rack room. Sometimes I don't mind perusing a rack room.
Nice, man.
Gotta
get that.
Hard
logo.
finding my size. It's always if I really like a shoe, it's it stops at 12. I'm great. Doesn't.
I think I'm overdue for some shoes. I don't know. You get it. You have a child. Things change, dude.
Yeah,
things change.
Yep.
Now I'm should I buy shoes or fine? I'll take care of my child.
I wear the Fangs 3s.
Oh, Those are good. Those are my favorite.
What else is in the mixed bag, Marcos?
We got some more news from our boy Jaylen Waddle.
Okay.
He is updating us on a certain speedster that your boy over here, aka me, I've been dying to get this guy back in the lineup. Devon Achane. Jaylen Waddle is confident that he will come back bigger, better, faster, stronger than ever.
Definitely. Got a lot of playmakers on the team, but just adding a guy of that caliber is always good. Healthy, came back, and he's gonna be better than ever.
Oh, that'd be amazing because he really was like the best.
Need
so
him,
being
dude.
better than the best is like,
Need him, bro. Look, I get it. Look, I shouldn't be so hard on Ahmed. And Mostert's doing his thing. Jeff Wilson, though, what do you think of Jeff Wilson this year? I think he's kind of like...
I thought he had a couple of nice runs, especially like they needed a little bit of, that angry running to get them going just forward. Because it does feel like, listen, everything's kind of wide with the Dolphins, and I do feel like Jeff Wilson brings some of that. I was loving what Chris Brooks was running before he got hurt. I thought that dude was running like an absolute menace.
He got hurt because
didn't he get like wasn't he in concussion protocol?
That makes sense because I feel like he should have gotten a couple carries and I didn't understand.
No, I'm pretty sure he's
that would make sense as to why he
I'm
would.
pretty sure he's hurt.
Yeah. But yeah, I did like the way Chris Brooks carried it more, which is more reason why I felt like why is Ahmed getting these. But it is what it is. I have enough beefs right now. I have an active beef with Klay Thompson after that thuggery yesterday.
Active beef.
Yeah. He doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, he was Chris Brooks was pissed on injury reserve, ankle injury. I apologize. So he's on it. He's still on injury reserve. But he was, he had I don't like this guy because he's a Bills homer, a real buffalo sauce guzzler. That Kyle Brandt.
Buffalo sauce guzzler.
Yeah, dude. That dude just bathes in buffalo wing sauce, right? And he's like, he has that angry runs bit that he does where he gives the scepter. And I think Chris Brooks and Raheem Mostert were co-champions one week, so they both got it.
Yeah, I don't want your stupid little.
But I miss him. I like Chris Brooks. That guy's a different type of runner that the Dolphins don't have.
Yeah, he has every time Leroy mentions it, he always says, the reason why Mostert or Jeff Wilson is there is for those power runs because you don't have that guy. Chris Brooks is that guy.
He's that guy. He is that guy.
Yes.
We got anything else, or should I line up for trivia?
It's
up to you. I'll take some more. I don't got to rush to trivia.
Absolutely. I got one more from the Miami Dolphins camp, if that's okay.
Let's do it.
Mike McDaniel previewing the matchup this weekend against a pretty stout Raiders defense. One player in particular he was speaking glowingly of, who I think is overrated.
Wow.
Max Crosby. This is what the coach had to say about the Raiders defensive lineman.
I love opponent questions, especially on Monday. So this is a new Christmas. What a cool player because he kind of burst onto the spotlight as a rookie and created a name for himself out the gate, which is unusual. But he's proven why he is the player he is, why he garners the respect he deserves and continues to evolve in his game because he is a player that has a relentless motor that has the ability to win in both run and pass downs. And with his strain, and he has I don't know if you'd call it a slippery ability to bend around the punch of tackles and tight ends. He can really get on edges of players and disrupt the game, and he doesn't take downs off while doing it. So typically in the course of an NFL game, his opponent is letting up at one point in time, and it seems like every single time you give him an inch, he'll take the yard, the tackle for loss, the sack, the forced interception. He'll take advantage of that by the way he plays. So he's both talented with a high motor, and that generally equals success in the National Football League.
Max with 2 X's, huh?
2 X's.
That's what he thinks about himself. What are you, Dos Equis, huh? You think you're the most interesting man in the world? You're not the most interesting man in the world, Max Crosby. And by the way, you probably know, like, he wasn't very mature as a kid. Probably put 3 X's in his email.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
He's definitely max.
Oh, he's 26. He probably, I mean, email. He probably, like, or his AIM. His AIM
gamer
screen
tag.
name. Yeah, his gamer tag. That's
Perfect.
it. What are the kids using these days?
They're using
Max
AIM.
Crosby.
They're on the aims. Yeah, I don't know. Should I be worried? No. Teron Armstead in 4.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Max Crosby.
Got one more for you in the mix bag.
More
if
like
you're
Crosby,
okay.
Stills, and kicking your ass.
Crosby.
Another timely reference.
What is that about?
Crosby, Stills, and Nash, dude.
What?
-1.
For confusion.
Oh, man. Give us one more.
Skip Schumacher. You heard of the guy?
Sure have. They refer to him around these parts as the Moy.
Oh, the Moy. And
Manager,
what was
manager of the year, dude?
manager of the year?
That's the Moy right there.
The Moy had some kind words about what led him to become manager of the year. He credits a lot to Tony La Russa.
Everything I know, I've learned from somebody, and the majority of that is definitely Tony La Russa. You don't get a chance to pick who you get drafted by. And luckily, I was drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals, and I got to learn right away what a winning, sustainable culture looked like. And I grew up as a man and as a player in that organization. And Tony was hard, and nothing was easy. But I always knew where I stood. And I think at the end of the day, players just want to know where they stand. And sometimes those are easy conversations. Sometimes those are tough. But that's what I took away most from Tony.
Okay. That's what he took away from Tony. Know where you stand.
You go, boy. Thank you, Tony, for inspiring our boy.
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
Thanks a lot, dude. He's from like the Tony coaching tree now, but now he has his own coaching tree. Once you win manager of the year, you get your own coaching tree.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Todd the intern's in that coaching tree.
Mr. Skip Schumacher, let's go. You think Todd the intern's still there with Bendix, or you think Bendix kicked him to the curb because he doesn't know analytics is too good?
I don't know, man. You got to keep Todd around. He's so
Mr. Bendix, I got some ideas from the G there, if you will. Hit the bricks, Todd.
Wow, you think that's how Bendix talks?
No, it's definitely not how he talks.
No, man.
All right, if you guys want to go to Heat Nets, I'm going to give a pair of tickets away right now. 305-567-0560. Tobes Heat Trivia. Okay? Tobin, Miami Heat Trivia. Won't be too hard.
Yeah.
But won't be too easy.
I'm interested in this. You never do trivia.
I know. I wanted to do a little bit of trivia.
Mm,
I wanted to do a little bit of trivia.
I'm gonna take inspiration for that.
So if you guys want to go to Heat Nets, 305-567-0560. And first one to get it right gets the tickets. That's how it's going to work. Oh, wow.
This is
All
for
right.
this week, correct?
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it. It's tomorrow's game. So if you can't go tomorrow, I don't know what you're doing. Wasting our time here.
Absolutely.
All right. Should I just do this cold? I mean, it's always a risky thing.
It is a risky thing.
Let's just do it.
All right.
All right. 560. You're on the air. What's your name?
Julian.
Hello, Julian. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. All right. I have a trivia question here for you. The Miami Heat have won 6 in a row. My question to you is, who won't talk about it?
Oh.
It could be the frauds, could be the liars, could be the cheaters, but it's definitely the bums.
The bums won't talk about it, Julian. Give that guy some tickets. Give that guy some Heat tickets. Julian nailed it. The bums won't talk about it, though, dude, will they? The bums won't talk about it. Yeah. Julian is going to Heat and Nets tomorrow. Wow. There you go.
What a swerve.
Right out of the chute.
I love that.
Wow. Amazing.
He earned that.
He did earn that.
Set me up for a second. I thought he was going to be close but no cigar. He got it. Wow. Kudos to you, Julian.
I'll give away another pair. I will do Heat Trivia again. I feel like Tobe's Heat Trivia went well, and he was right. The bums won't talk about it.
The bums won't talk about it.
We'll take a quick break. Back after this. Come on now.
2-1 filthy.
Tell him, coach. I feel like I could just listen to this for a whole segment.
I had to hang up.
So good. So good.
I honestly can't help also, though, but
now all I think about is the starfish.
The
starfish
was so good.
Let us get to some cat talk brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up.
That's it. That's the flavor right there.
I feel like I've been pretty well behaved today, Marcos, considering how much caffeine I had before the show today.
Yes, I thought you would have already given.
I thought I would have already given Leroy a headache.
No. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's up in Cleveland.
Oh, right now it's in Cleveland?
Would you like to hear what the suggestions were?
After we do this.
Okay.
Hockey fans, don't sit about game time. Make Celsius party play. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink
of your Florida Panthers.
Panthers win last night 5-3 over the Sharks. Let's hear a little Doug Plagens. Sam Reinhart, he's been amazing. Here it is, another goal from him.
He's the best.
Barkov out to Ekman Larson across Kachuk off the right side. Half-board saucers and out to Ekman Larson again. Long shot from straight on, and it's batted at. They score from out in front on the power play. Sam Reinhart got a piece of it, and the Panthers take a 2-1 lead. Sam Reinhart right out in front of the net on the man advantage, and he stays red hot.
It ain't a safari on ice, dude. That's just Rhino.
Oh, Leroy? Oh, Leroy likes it.
He likes it. He liked it. Look at the boy. Yeah!
Here's the problem. Now. You know why I couldn't fight it? Took me a minute. Right? Took me a minute. And then when I got it, I smiled, and it was too late. He had to give him the +1.
Panthers turn their swag on in the third period with Carter Verhaeghe.
Ekman Larson down low. Reinhart up top, then Barkov. Here to the near side, it's Ekman Larson. He'll send it to the corner. Reinhart in front of shot. Verhaeghe save Blackwood. The Sharks don't clear Verhaeghe. Across right circle. Kachuk walks in. Verhaeghe in front of shot. He scores! What a setup. Kachuk to Verhaeghe, and the Panthers tie it at 3. A power play goal. Carter Verhaeghe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Turn your swag on, and then the Cats just need one more for our boy Stenlund, who got it done.
Far corner. Lomberg pressuring. Lawrence scoops it up. From the far boards out to the line, a shot, Balinskis, and he scores from just inside the blue line. Uvis Balinskis ripped it toward the net that may have been tipped out in front. 8:51 to go in the third, and the Panthers regain the lead. 4-3 the score, and it looks like Kevin Stenlund may have gotten a piece of that out in front.
He sure did, dude.
So if the guy who gets a piece, does he get an assist, or does he get the goal and the shooter gets the assist?
No, whoever touches it last gets the goal, and then the other person gets the assist.
Wow. I want to be that guy.
Yeah, the deflector?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Let's hear,
you ain't got to do no work.
It's crazy, though, that they can do that, because they'll sit there and practice, like, in front of them. I'm like,
right.
I hand eye for that's crazy. Here is Paul Maurice after the win. Cats are rolling.
We felt we were getting enough offense in the game that wouldn't necessarily disappear, that we would be all right. And in some ways, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've got a game that we're trying to play as consistently as we possibly can, and that isn't dictated by the score. So we were all right.
Early on, was there maybe, I know you said you were pleased, but was there just finding the legs after traveling?
Yeah, I thought the first period was even. I mean, we had some chances, a bit sluggish, maybe for both teams. The second period, I thought we were actually pretty good. Like, we got 15 shots blocked in the second, and that would get some of those through. You're going to get some more action on them. So I think we were in the right end of the ice, and then the third, we started to get the puck through to the net a little bit, and moved a little bit better to do that. But you know what? Like, they played hard, and they checked hard, and they closed gaps, and they blocked shots, and they worked hard. So I didn't at any point on the bench thinking that, you know, we're underplaying because we're not up by 3 or 4. The other team played hard, so that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a tight game.
Yeah, played hard. I mean, they suck. The Sharks are terrible.
You know what's funny?
They're really
Is
bad.
Next to Spawn?
You broke up, Leroy. What were you saying about him and
I
Spo?
said, isn't he about as mellow of a coach as you've seen? Other than Spo?
After games, yeah.
Is he a madman during the games?
He called his team effing B words last year on the bench.
My bad.
Meanwhile, they're playing with broken sternums.
Well, it was in the regular season. I mean, even he had to have his frustration. He's like, all right, you guys should know the system. Yeah. But no, I mean, like, think, man, they're doing this. They don't even have a Montour and Ekblad right now. They're doing great. They are there. The cats be rolling. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We'll get back into the heat, but they did win yesterday. 6 in a row.
Yeah.
111, 105.
Did they ever have a 6-game winning streak last year?
They did not.
They did not.
Right.
5 was
That's
unlimited.
what I
don't even think they hit 5 last year. I'm not even sure if they did hit 5 last year.
I know when the playoffs started, yeah, because I remember saying, "How you gonna?" Right.
Right. But what's going on in Cleveland,
dude? I found out what's worse than dealing with one of you.
Oh,
dealing with 3 of you.
Oh wow.
Here's some of the suggestions.
Do they have me?
Matt Ryan.
Oh, Matty Ice. All right.
Oh,
bringing in a little vet
Tom
presence.
Brady.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, what part of old as hell don't you get? Right? And like, here's the thing, because, their backup quarterbacks haven't been good, which in most cases, nobody's backup quarterback has been good unless he was fighting for a starting job in the beginning of the year.
Right.
So you got to exclude those guys, right?
Like Minshew's maybe like the guy.
Right.
Who's like respectable.
Right. Or say if Baker got hurt. Because remember, he was competing for that job in the beginning of the year.
Yep.
So I don't know how much the drop would be. But to sit here and say that you're going to pull a guy off the street, he going to just come in and be up to speed. If you're just throwing away 3 or 4 weeks, if you think you're going to have a guy come in and play. But some of the names that I was hearing, hell, I'd rather play with Colin Kaepernick than these 2 backups. I'm like,
well, Colin Kaepernick is definitely going to do the thing where he's like, hey, sign me up. It's definitely going to happen.
But
he hasn't played in how long is it?
7 years.
Yeah,
7
years.
Now, like before, I was like, he can.
Wait, they've been complaining about Deshaun Watson being out for a year and a half.
He did that with the Jets, like when the Aaron Rodgers thing happened. Yeah.
Yep.
I saw a suggestion on Twitter I thought was kind of interesting. It was from, I think, Sport Track on and he said Ryan Tannehill should go and demand his release from the Tennessee Titans.
Do you know he used to be a wide receiver? I don't know if you know that.
I have heard that. All
right.
But do you think, is that possible? Could any quarterback make a stink enough? Could any quarterback pull James Harden?
No.
To get out? Could Tannehill pull a situation where he gets out of Tennessee and gets to Cleveland?
And but that's your answer?
I like that better than Matt Ryan.
And then some reports is the Browns contacted Ben Roethlisberger's agent.
Oh man!
I'm like, are you kidding me?
No
I'm like, do you? Here's what I love.
Dude,
here's what I love about people, right? Do you not remember the circumstances in which they retired?
Phillip Rivers getting that call today.
No, he's making babies somewhere.
Probably. Yeah, I think he did that even when he was a quarterback.
A lot of children.
But think about this. Do you remember the circumstances in which these guys left football, and now all of a sudden you're saying they can play?
What about your favorite show pony, Ryan Fitzpatrick?
No. Like, I don't understand what people listen.
Do you think that
I
Ryan
get it.
See, if I was Ryan Fitzpatrick, if I was Ryan Fitzpatrick, a bum, but everybody thinks I'm kind of good and I'm on all the commercials, I wouldn't want to come back either. I got a sweet gig. Somehow he retired in this scope where everybody thinks he's a good quarterback, even though he's not a good quarterback. And somehow, because he has a stupid beard, he's on all the commercials and is a prime broadcaster for Thursday Night Football. If you come back and you look like a bum again, it will only remind people of your bum assness. So it's probably best for him to lie in the weeds.
I just don't like the hardest. Like, do we not understand the way this last year's draft went? And the last couple of drafts with Zach Wilson and McCorkle, right? Do we not? And wait, who's the kid that's got traded from San Fran?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
Where is Trey Lance?
He's in. Wait, he got traded to.
But he's
got
hurt,
traded.
right?
No, he got traded.
His soul is hurt.
Where
no,
is
he got traded. To I can't think of where he got traded to.
I think he plays at Miramar Optimus.
Is he a commander?
No.
Oh, he's on the Cowboys.
Cowboys. That's it.
That's right.
So think about this.
He's never seen the field.
These guys had healthy, young players, and they got it wrong. You gonna go as bad as people are looking for quarterbacks and go pick up somebody off the couch.
But you literally can't. But here's the thing: you're in this tough spot. There's no trades anymore, so you literally
there's no trades.
You
Right.
can't do anything but old guys.
So now they pulled another Tobin. Well, you knew these guys were gonna suck. You should have brought somebody in before Deshaun got hurt.
Fair point.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Well, they had Jacoby last year. They had a good backup.
Don't they got PJ or something like that?
PJ Washington, PJ Walker.
Didn't he
and
win?
They have DTR from I think he went to UCLA.
Yeah,
I get some real names. I got PJ and DTR.
I mean, you're in the toughest division in the sport. I think it's
Oh,
going to be a
that's
little
so
tough to go win with DTR.
With the toughest, with the best defense and the best run game. Make it work. It happens. Like, it's unfortunate, but your answer is not going and rely on Matt Ryan. Your answer is not going to kick the tires on a 40-plus-year-old quarterback. That ain't the answer.
Flacco's got some. He's got some gas in the tank. He started last week of the season against the for the Jets against the Dolphins. Okay,
Gas in the tank.
A little gas in the tank.
Yeah.
Gas.
Yeah.
Like you're on E, but you got a couple miles before it's empty.
But do you understand? So there's 8 games left, right? How long before he gets up to speed? 4 of those games?
I don't think he'll
You
ever
said just hand it off, baby.
Speed doesn't really.
Can't you do that with PJ Washington and DTR? That's my point. That's my point.
But Joe Flacco's been under the bright lights.
Oh, yeah, the bright lights. Football.
What, the ones where he ordered the check?
No, dude, he won the Super Bowl.
That was 22 years ago.
You cannot deny he's been under the bright lights.
Tom Brady's won 6 Super Bowls since then.
I'm just saying, if you need a big
Tom Brady has
four-
won 6 Super Bowls since Flacco won 1.
I think it's been 3. I think he's won 3 Super Bowls.
That's
since Flacco.
No.
It's not one. Joe Flacco did not win.
He did not.
Wait,
He didn't win his Super Bowl.
No, dude.
Wait, Flacco won in 2011.
Okay.
You just made Joe Flacco win his Super Bowl in 2002.
What's that?
Right. No, I got him. I got it. The Ravens won in 2001, but not Flacco wasn't on that team. Still don't mean he ain't old as hell. Like, come on, man. Like, stop.
Look, they're gonna be old as hell. You listen. The old aren't going to.
Okay, but here's what I said. Okay, that's all fine and great. But let's go back into the recent Wayback Machine and remember the circumstances in which these guys quit playing football. See, we forget that.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't.
Half of them seem to.
How many Steelers fans were like, enough, Roethlisberger, enough. You can't move.
I think half of these guys were just retired by Colts. Yep. The Colts just kicked the tires on them, and they were like, enough.
Right.
The Colts are just like you.
Right. Remember how big of a deal they made? Matt Ryan's going to give this team a chance with that run game and that defense.
Oh, they were sure.
Oh,
about
Philip
Rivers.
Rivers.
Right. And so now you want to follow that up and do it again?
Was Philip Rivers overrated? Look at this. Look
He's
at this
old
kerfuffle going on. Every time I see it, it just makes me sick.
You just think that Klay Thompson's setting a bad example for the kids, you know?
It is, man. Look at him ripping his jersey.
Thompson.
What do you mean? He was in the middle, dude.
Draymond Green choked somebody out and dragged him across the basketball court.
He wouldn't have done that had Klay Thompson not gotten into a kerfuffle.
What about Matt Moore?
Oh, is he? Hey, listen, if he's available, you always go for
Matt Moore's not that old. How old is Matt Moore?
No, he's old.
At least 40.
No way. He's not 40, but he's like 36. In football, that's like 56.
39. Not 40 yet.
What?
Not 40 yet.
When was the last time he played for a team?
He last played in 2020. Not that long ago.
I think I know the real answer.
Oh,
Chad Henne.
Chad Henne.
He's the answer. Dude.
Super Bowl champion. Two-time Super Bowl champion Chad Henne.
And sure, he's old, but how many miles does he really have under his belt?
He's also built like Gronk, and I'm more than sure he ain't in as good a shape as
I'm
Gronk.
telling you, Chad Henne is your answer.
Ran a 4.9.
Any given Sunday.
Really?
What?
Didn't the owner say he was going to be the next Dan Marino?
He did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Arm strength.
So, like, yeah, man. Sometimes the easiest answer and the best answer is the most difficult one because it's in-house.
Dade South says, what about Demetrius Brown?
If you want everybody in fans to leave with a souvenir, if you want everybody in the stands to leave with a souvenir, he's your guy.
Demetrius Brown lets everybody leave with a single and a football.
What about Cam Newton?
Ooh, Cam Newton's
Look at
interesting.
that. Cam
Tickling
Newton.
your fancy little Cam Newton.
Do you remember his last stint at quarterback?
None of these are great
man,
options.
dude.
I'm just one. So you were just all.
I'm
for
saying that none of. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm basically saying. Is that all of the other options aren't significantly better than what you have. So you might as well just go with somebody who's familiar with what you've been doing.
I like how the headline right now on First Take is, did Draymond go too far?
You know, that's just
who was taking the other side of this debate?
Steve Kerr.
It's more of a comment, not a debate, right?
Here's Steve Kerr's explanation of Draymond's actions. He said,
got it?
initially, I need to find this because, of course, they would defend this guy. They said initially Rudy Gobert had his hands around Klay Thompson's neck.
He barely had his hands around the neck. He was like holding him off, and he's 7 foot. His arms are long. He wasn't going for a rear naked choke like Draymond Green did. That being said, I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, do something for your
What
teammate.
are you doing, Karl Anthony Towns?
But you could tell how this story was going to go just based on the announcers. One guy said he was choking him out, and the other guy said he was giving him a hug.
He was hugging him off.
What?
Who initiates that? Who initiates that, Tobin?
That guy has to go home. He has to go home, and his wife and family look at him and go, "Really? That was a hug?"
Great, man. We'll take a quick break. Back after this.
Steelers 15 minutes of game day uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experience amazing.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Fall Sports is here, and so is our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway. If you guys want to win a $250 gift card to Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, all you got to do is go to WQAM's website, go to our contest page, and submit your entry. And you guys could win yourself a $250 gift card from Dave & Buster's. Go watch all of your favorite teams in their great sports viewing facility, play little games, whatever you want, man. Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave and Buster's. Dolphins will be back on the practice field about an hour. Mike McDaniel going to talk to the media.
He'll probably be indoors.
Yeah, it's a nasty day, dude. It's a nasty day. Can't be dealing. Is it going to be nasty for Sunday?
No. Be nice this weekend. Yeah.
We got a little any cold fronts coming in? I need some.
Come on, something, dude.
It's coming the other way. This is tropical weather.
What the hell you what are you chugging there, dude? You got some like orange juice going on there? What is
Smart fruit?
Smart fruit. That's what it's called. Like it's smart water with fruit.
Smart fruit.
You mix it with water, and it's like nutrients.
Okay.
Looks disgusting, if I had to be honest.
Well,
no, it tastes like juice.
It's like the water I live in.
Miami Dolphins coming up this week.
Murky.
The line keeps going up. The Dolphins, I walk in today and it keeps going up. The Dolphins are now up to 12.5, I think, point favorites I saw last night.
Can't do it.
They were they are big time favorites. They might be the biggest favorites of the weekend, I'm pretty sure.
I know the biggest ones of the year was last week.
Back down to 12. It was 12.5 last night, but it's back down to 12.
Oh,
this one's surprising. Even the Lions hosting the Bears. Lions are only 9-point favorites.
It's because it's a divisional game.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they playing in Chicago?
Some pretty big spreads this weekend.
Are they playing in Chicago?
No, it's at home.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, that's strange.
49ers are 11.5-point favorites over the Bucks.
I got to tell you, this week is going to be terrible.
And
not for me. 3-0.
The Cowboys are 10.5-point road favorites.
Are you 1-5?
For now.
They are.
And
Yeah,
you've
for
been
now.
1-5 in the last 2 weeks, and you just mysteriously gonna go 3-0.
He's got to have belief. He's got to have belief. But
that's the motion you need. Just put a dart in your hand.
The Cowboys are the Cowboys are 10.5-point favorites against Carolina on the road. And Washington's a 9.5-point favorite.
So there is you just talk about 6 games. 6 games.
Yep.
Where the spread is 9 or higher.
Yep.
Wow.
But the Dolphins are the biggest favorite.
And you know what? Dolphins are going to cover.
I think they are too. I walked in today. I won't say who because I don't want to.
You get to pick first.
I won't say who because I don't want to expose them. But I had a little bit of somebody walked in. Not one of our sports people, but they were like a little bit of cowardice. So they're like, because they were like, what are the Dolphins favored by this week? Like 9. I said no. I think it's up to 12.5. I saw last night.
Oh,
because I don't like it. I'm like, Dolphin fan. You gotta get a.
Oh, that sounds like TC.
No, it wasn't TC.
No,
it wasn't TC.
Oh,
it wasn't a DJ. It was another personnel here. But it was. But I'm like, you got to get a grip, dude, because the Dolphins. First of all, they're great at home. They're great at home.
True.
They're great under Mike McDaniel at home. Tua's great at home. They're great at home. All right. You have names, you coward. You have this Raiders team that they're feeling themselves. I'm not saying they don't have talent. Obviously, they got talent. They got, one of the best pass rushers, one of the best wide receivers. They're galvanized right now. They're feeling like everybody's all these things are coming together for them. I get you.
So they need to be humbled.
They need to be humbled. They need to be humbled. You got a really good running back in Josh Jacobs. Obviously, they got talent, but come on, dude. If you are going to be here, this is my thing. if you are going to be serious about contending, if you really think the Miami Dolphins, and I know not all the Dolphins are cowards, but the ones that are nervous that the Dolphins are going to dolphin, right? This is where it's going to show. You go out there, you defend your home field, you put it on them. You've had a week off. You're coming off the bye. You're as healthy as ever. You're getting the guy who is going to be Offensive Rookie of the Year back in your backfield. You got it all happening for you, baby.
You're saying a lot of gibberish, dude.
What
Let
do
me
you
tell you. Let me
mean?
tell you the real reason why the Miami Dolphins will cover.
Ojapoma is in the backfield. And they go to the end zone and caught. Touchdown!
Kevin Harlan on the call.
KH is back, dude. And by the way, dude, I tuned in last night. I was watching what was it? It was Nuggets versus Clippers.
Oh.
And Harlan was on the call. I was like, oh, Harlan.
This guy gets around.
Oh, I can't wait to hear Harlan again. He's got it.
What's our average with him? I think
it's I might be off a couple. I think it's 45 points a game with Kevin Harlan on the call. I think that's what it is, dude.
It's ridiculous.
I think that is
How amazing is that?
He's so good.
Yeah, it's a perfect recipe to cover.
I think he knows it too. He knows the Dolphin
Yeah.
fan loves him,
I
right?
like that though. We've got a relationship.
We got a little bit of a bromance with Kevin Harlan.
Imagine, look, remember that bromance, Tony Romo, Josh Allen? Look how that's holding up, dude. I'd rather have a bromance with Kevin Harlan.
Yo, what do you think old Tony Romo's thinking about his boy? Oh, Jim, I'm glad they got rid of that. Maybe they should make Tony Romo offensive coordinator of the Bills. Does that pay better than what he's making as a broadcaster? Probably not. He makes a lot of money as a broadcaster.
Saw Sean McDermott.
You want to talk about being a fat cat? That guy's mailed it in ever since he got the bag.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's been getting complaints. Still doesn't matter.
Oh, Jim, I'm sorry I was counting my money.
McDermott said that Dorsey's offense was getting predictable.
You know what's you know what else is? I'll tell you what's not
Really?
predictable.
Yeah.
Knowing how many people are supposed to defend a field goal. That definitely wasn't predictable.
It's been the same. It's been the same though. It's strange.
And they weren't the ones rushed.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming.
Right.
I don't understand. 12 men on the field. Idiots.
You know, and you probably won't block it either way. So do you really need to do any crazy changes or anything like that? You just kind of hope that the kicker gets, mixed up in the chaos. And he did, but you bailed him out.
Take a quick break. Time to get to our favorite Wednesday game. She is no longer in the starfish costume.
Oh.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer. Hi, guys.
Do you feel better?
It feels weird. It feels weird not being in the costume today.
You missed it at all.
No,
Oh,
I don't.
Rats off a ship is next.
Rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're back from break just simply because Haywood Highsmith gave us permission to be. Because if he said no, can't do anything about it. He could hold us from doing the show.
Guy's everywhere, dude.
He's everywhere, dude. He's a menace.
Got the clamps.
He is the clamps. He is
opening up his bag a little bit, though.
He opens up the bag a little bit, but he's killing it on defense right now. I cannot get enough of Haywood Highsmith and what he is doing. Just an absolute menace. LaMelo Ball needs a safe word, just like when Trey Young around Gabe Vincent. So too does LaMelo Ball around Haywood Highsmith.
And that hasn't faded, man. At first, it was like he's a good defender, and then sometimes it's like, he tries to open up other things. But no, he's been consistent.
He's got a confidence. You know what I loved about Haywood Highsmith? He had an answer last night that was ridiculous, but also I love it.
Okay.
Because the Heat are playing the Nets coming up on Thursday, and it's like, all right, keep rolling. And Haywood Highsmith was asked about this by Jackson. He goes, yeah, we owe them one. I was like, whoa!
Man, hold up, young fella. Hold up, young fella. You ain't been playing long enough to owe anybody anything.
I love this kid, man. He is awesome. He is awesome.
I appreciate his confidence, but damn,
we owe them one. He's like, oh yeah.
Why would you owe the Nets anything?
Because they beat him. They sent the Heat to 1-4. You know.
All right.
They sent the Heat to 1-4, and Haywood Highsmith. If you thought Haywood Highsmith forgot about that, Leroy, he did not. He did not. I don't even know if Haywood Highsmith played in that game. I'm trying to think back.
No.
1-4 seems like a month ago now with the way the Heat are rolling.
Yeah.
Let's see. Haywood Highsmith in that game.
What is it? We're up to 5 or 6 in a row. Lost track of my wins.
He played, but he came off the bench. I think after this, they made their move to Haywood Highsmith. Undefeated with Haywood Highsmith in the starting lineup. Anyway, that's enough Haywood Highsmith, if that's okay with him, sir. Let's move over to our Lord of the Rats.
Oh.
The one that came out badly.
I was trying to see where you were going.
All right, let us get to the Rat Queen.
Yeah, it's okay.
There you go.
J-Fig, what do we have today for Rats Off a Shield?
Ed Orgeron's shirtless commercial.
Okay.
Ooh, wait.
Here we go again with more commercials that should not be seen, possibly.
Okay, dude. This is something. All right. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what Ed Orgeron is even selling here, but here we go. Ed Orgeron doing his thing.
Athlete like me, you rock the rollback gym shorts. They're lightweight, easy to move in. So go check them out. Rollback.com.
What?
I'm Coach Joe. If you're an athlete like me, you rock the rollback gym shorts. They're lightweight, easy to move in. So go check them out. Rollback.com.
Wait. He looked like he was getting his ass kicked at sparring.
What
right?
is going on here?
No.
Coach Joe.
I'm gonna roll a tiger.
Like me.
Can I just say this?
That's a national champion right there.
That's the
Can I just say there is nothing that would steer me farther away from those shorts than that man wearing them.
I'm Coach Joe. Coach Joe. You tired of your shorts bunching up? I got that go tiger. You're an athlete.
They couldn't have put a tank top on him?
I don't think you want. I mean, look, it's a pretty, Coach Joe's got it going on.
No, he doesn't.
Not too shabby for Coach Joe.
Look at that.
How old is Coach O?
I don't know. Give me a quick Google there, Marcos.
Yes, he is 62.
62, not bad.
So let me ask you a question.
Looks better than Saban.
He's 7 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
If my body looks like that in 7 years, just end it.
Why?
Wow.
Why? He's got side boob.
Well,
so what? Why would you want to end your life due to side boob?
I'm just saying.
Like me.
I'm just saying. We sitting there. No.
They're lightweight, easy to move.
And they are bunching.
Go check them out. Rollback.com.
Rollback.com. He says when you're an athlete like me.
Yeah.
So they need to put closed caption on it?
You're an athlete like me.
I love Coach O is hitting the mitts in the middle of a field.
What is going on?
But my thing is that he looked like he was losing.
Well,
he was doing his best.
You know,
Focus on the shorts.
Whatever TRT he's got flowing through his body right now.
Jennifer,
yeah,
are you familiar with our show?
Focusing
Of course, we're not gonna focus on the shorts.
Hey, I am the Rats Queen.
Roll back shorts. You go Tiger.
He can't say go Tiger.
I said go Cane.
Okay.
Well, this is go
Because
Thigh.
when you do those commercials, you can't affiliate with any school.
I'm just affiliated with me. Coach O.
That was
So I just want to be clear. This man has won a national championship.
Yep.
Basically couldn't handle the fame of it because he was just had too many ladies around in LSU. We've seen him now show up at some Canes practices because his son is on the staff.
Yep.
And then like the last time he was on TikTok, it was because he was chatting up some college chicks.
Yeah.
And now he's selling shorts.
What was the buyout on his? Wasn't there like a huge
There's a lot
buyout?
going on.
It's enough that he's selling roll back shorts.
No one is having more fun with their life right now than Ed Orgeron.
I gotta hear this one more time. This guy's incredible.
Let's get his ass kicked by the mat. The mitts.
I'm Coach O. If you're an athlete like me, you rock the rollback gym shorts. They're lightweight, easy to move in. So go check them out. Rollback.com.
Looking good.
Rollback.com. More shorts.
This is terrible. This is just bad.
So what's the
So you're not
question?
into
I
it?
mean, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing.
Go Tigers.
My body is not built like an intangible, right? I'm closer to Kyle Lowry than old skinny legs, big upper body.
Oh.
Coach O.
Coach O. He built like chest only. When you go to the gym, seriously. So look at how little those shorts are. Them shorts ain't gonna fit around my fat ass.
Roll back
Going
shorts.
to the dartboard of doom. There you go. Just
Roll
for
back shorts.
And we gotta do the video.
You gotta recreate that video, boy.
We recreated a lot of video.
Uncle Joe.
By the way, you better hope that you ain't got to do OnlyFans.
Marcos.
No, you put stuff out there.
Yeah.
You put out suggestions, but if you got to do that little bird,
We've all put out suggestions. Okay, stop aiming them at me.
Yeah, we made up a good point. I think
I've
you
done
were-
mine.
I think you were out for this one, Leroy. We decided we can't do anything food related, obviously, because
We know corporate's gonna get in the way.
Yeah. So the hot sauce one or anything like that, we can't.
That
do.
was good.
It was
Yeah.
good, but I know what's gonna happen. We're
Yeah,
gonna
for
promise to do it, and then all of a sudden, hey guys,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm like,
also,
and I'm gonna be like,
I'm Coach O. Let me do this. Punish me out. I don't want to go corporate.
Just find a waiver.
I had to do that for a crow.
Ah, that's right.
Dangerous. Bird.
my wife suggested that from now on, me and Tobin have to get a jackass release form signed.
Yeah, we gotta print that out. Still working on it.
That don't work for corporate though.
I want to see
What
it.
else? Anyway, I'm not rats off a ship. Good for Coach O.
Ah, all right.
Dude,
We know Leroy.
the rats are looking up at me on the boat,
Sweet.
going, "Are you serious?"
J Fig, where are your rats?
I'm not rats off a ship.
All right, there you go.
You go, boy. You show off them shorts.
Yeah.
Coach Togeron, what say you?
Real funny, huh?
You know what? Tobin's having way too much fun with this camera. I'm gonna take it away.
I can't do my spin off though. I like that bit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna have to like dive under the dive under the.
Imagine
the
it
table.
just goes and like
Yeah, it just
also
follows me.
gets
This
that.
360 camera. I don't like it.
No, you gotta
Holy
switch
smokes!
the camera down.
I just got an email. Pre-sale tickets
for
Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top.
Intangibles.
Is anybody under 70?
Nope.
Ed Orgeron, actually.
Ed Orgeron's gonna be there.
Yeah, that's the only.
Hey,
He's
so
real busy this
Hey,
year.
Dreambird.
The dude from ZZ Top, you know why I know him? besides being ZZ Top.
Mhm.
He was Bones' father. in
Play that
Bones.
song. She got legs. Just like with my rollback shorts. Go ZZ Top.
Go ZZ Top.
What else we got in the Rats Off a Ship today, J Fig?
Bill Belichick leaving Pats after this year. According to Dan Orlovsky on the Pat McAfee Show, he said that Bill is leaving and already has a team picked out.
Wow.
What?
And that team,
Why would he say that?
it ain't gonna be a team without a quarterback. He ain't doing that no more.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
He's
not.
done.
Definitely not. The thing that's going to be interesting though is what if like they said, I think you like you've said, you probably think the Chargers are the lead pony, right?
No, I would say I'm just doing this based on quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the kicker, right? The kicker is, what if you go to a team that has the first pick?
I don't know. You better be sure. You know, like if you're Bill Belichick, do you want to go to a rookie QB again, or do you want to get somebody who's a little established? Now, there's not going to be. It's probably going to be.
There's not going to be a whole bunch of choices. The only choice
it'd be
is
LA,
Chargers.
maybe Buffalo. If Buffalo continues to spot, maybe McDermott gets fired.
Hold on. You know the one trait that usually never goes away? Turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterbacks who throw picks.
He's still a top 10 QB though, Leroy. He is.
Again, nobody's questioning his ability. But are you willing to ride every year knowing that your guy is going to throw? We've seen this movie before. It's the Brett Favre movie.
But if you're Bill Belichick and you go from Mac Jones to Josh Allen, like that's going from like, you know.
Yes. You're right. But still.
Plus, if he's petty, you know, like if he's petty and he wants the Pats twice a year. It's a risky move, though.
But here's the deal. They might not let him do that.
Oh, so they only let him go to
What if he has another year on his contract?
Possible.
There's no way they're letting him go to Buffalo.
I would. That's a good point.
Because remember, the Jets, he resigned from the Jets because he was promised that job.
Mm-hmm.
And New England had to give them a first-round pick.
Yep.
So, and that was even like he just didn't take the job.
Man. Anyway, I'm still rats off a ship on it though. Like I don't think he's leaving. I don't think he's leaving.
It just seems like of all the ingrates that you've heard of, that would be the worst, right?
I don't think he's leaving.
Like
I don't know.
You weren't like before. Listen, the way the Patriots walk out with their chest, right? The confidence that they speak about, the way they talk about football in that area, that doesn't happen without Bill. And now all of a sudden, you ingrates want to run him out of town?
Crazy.
I've seen that story before. Cleveland
what do
ran
you
him out
think?
of town too.
I know, but what do you think? Do you think it's going to happen?
Yes.
Wow.
Here's why. Because McCorkle is your quarterback. You think Bill, at 70 plus years old, want to go through another year of Mac Jones?
This guy sucks.
Well, the fans may not want to go through another year of Bill Belichick, but I promise you, Bill Belichick don't want to go through another year of Mac Jones.
Crazy, dude. J Fig, what about you? Where are your rats with Bill Belichick?
I want to say I don't see it happening, but now that Leroy is out here saying he believes
So you're not rats
that
off
it
a
might
ship.
happen, not rats off a ship.
What about you, Frog Boy?
I'm gonna say that I'm rats off a ship.
Rats off a
because
ship.
I think Mac Jones will be the scapegoat this time. They'll probably get a better quarterback, and then people will see that he's washed and old, and then he'll leave. But I think he'll be here next
Oh,
season.
so you saying he gonna get a chance to be?
You get
Hold
one
on,
more
hold on,
chance.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on.
Holden.
If you hate Bill Belichick on Tuesday,
Yep.
on Friday, you still gonna hate him. Once you start down this path, there is no circumstance that can occur to make you get off of this stance. So the fact that we having these conversations now, there's nothing that can happen to fix that. That's my whole point. That and look, and while you saying, oh, they're gonna have a high pick, he can pick another quarterback. That's the perfect time to get a new coach. So you and your quarterback can come in together.
Right. And I just think at his age, it's like, like I see Greg Popovich, he's like yelling because the Spurs have lost 6 straight. And it's like, it's great that you tank for Wemby, great, but that team's not going to be good. And so Greg Popovich, what?
As much as they praise Wemby when he came in, right? That team sucks. They can't score. Teams are scoring 130 on them.
But like, there's no guarantee. Even if you get Caleb Williams, there's no guarantee he's going to be good the first year. Usually, the quarterback struggles the first year. Usually,
right? So now you're talking about that's Marcos. That's why if you realize you're going to get a high pick, you got to start over.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Maybe he gets fired mid-season.
That's all the time we got for rats off a ship.
They ain't doing that. That would be the biggest kick in the junk there is to a guy who won all them Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we appreciate what you did. You got to go. Wow.
That's all the time we got for rats off a ship. I knew Ed Orgeron was going to take us off track. Go Joe.
Should have been the last one, maybe.
Go Rats.
Go Rats.
Business just picked up, boys.
What happened?
The hip, hop, the hip,
Hip, hip, hop, you don't stop. A record to the bang, bang. Up, up,
Why
boogie
did
to the
business
rhythm of
pick
the
up?
boogie to beat.
Business just picked up at Dolphins.
Give us a bebop, we rock, a Scooby Doo. Guess
I don't
what?
like how you're ignoring
America's
business being picked up. I don't like it.
The
Inform
song
us
was
what's going on. What's going on?
That's the original rap.
Where? Rappers
OG,
Delight.
beginning of rap.
Hmm?
Rapper's Delight.
Yeah.
That's like one of the first rap songs.
Is it the first or one of the first?
Oh.
I want to say, could it be? Yeah, it's the first.
Well, big news.
What's the big news?
The McRib is back.
I don't know. Ask old
Don't do it.
See if it is. I'm not sure of the schedule of that.
I don't know.
I don't even know who you are sometimes, J Fig.
True.
Why?
Crazy.
Bubble baths with McRibs.
Mm-hmm.
You're dancing with your little starfish on.
Yeah.
You didn't expect that coming, did you?
No, I did not.
All right.
Footwork.
So if it's not the first rap ever, if it's not J Fig's footwork.
You
Point. It was good, right?
It's none of those things. What is business that you are talking about? What
Well,
business? has
Dolphins
picked up?
practice is about to get going. And guess who's back?
Achane.
Who?
Nope, we knew that already.
Oh, okay. I got excited for that. Guess who's back? Who was even missing?
Wrong.
Huh. Who was missing?
Intangibles. River Cracraft.
Oh!
Oh!
Dang. Guess who forgot that guy existed?
River Cracraft, dude. And you want to know?
You know why we forgot about him? Because they got Chase Claypool.
Well,
Yeah.
not no more.
Not no
See
more.
ya. River Cracraft is there to make some plays happen
Nice.
because that's what he does. Is the
Hair reliable,
intangibles
yeah.
wonder. Okay.
Yeah.
Because nobody's more intangibles than River Cracraft, dude.
Mm.
And he is always there for a couple of things: blocking and a red zone TD.
Mm.
And you want to know something, dude?
What's up?
By the way, point to Schmeeth and Schmoller, who
No,
says that
come
Marcos is
on.
Ribbit Cracraft.
Jesus.
Point. Tobin, he beat you to it.
Beat me to it.
He beat you to it.
But you're gonna need. There's a thing right now. The Dolphins are sitting in a certain spot, right? Right now, the Dolphins find themselves in the catbird seat.
Oh,
and when you're in the catbird seat,
this again.
you want. What do you mean this again,
You just made this up.
dude? The Dolphins are in the
catbird seat.
You're in the catbird
You
seat.
can't have
That
two.
just sounds like a seat I don't want to see.
Oh,
No, no,
you
no.
are-
What's
right
the catbird seat? What's the
Catbird
catbird
seat
seat?
is lead. It's an advantageous position right now. You're in the catbird seat. All right.
You don't even know. No, no,
Stop
no.
repeating
What
it.
is
You're
the
not making
catbird
it a
seat?
thing.
Why would they be sitting in the same spot?
Isn't that what they call the where the hunters look out of the thing for deer and stuff?
No, that's the hunter spot. No, dude, that's way different than the catbird
telling
seat.
you.
Is it the
Catbird
hunter
seat.
spot?
Catbird seat is
look
you are
this up.
sitting there ready to pounce. J-Fig's familiar with this. She's murdered.
Oh.
She's murdered feathers before. And when the cat is looking upon, he has an advantageous position
No,
over the bird.
no, we're
That's
not
when you're in the
listening to you.
catbird seat. And right now,
Oh.
that's the catbird seat, and that's where the Dolphins are right
Bird.
now. They're in the catbird seat.
I'm like, it's an actual thing.
Yeah. It's an
Catbird seat meaning. Hold on. The catbird seat is an idiomatic phrase used to describe an enviable position.
Exactly.
Often in terms of having the upper hand or greater advantage in any type of dealing among parties.
You're welcome.
oh.
It derives from the secluded perch
Right.
on which a gray catbird makes mocking calls.
Exactly.
So is it
-1 for mocking.
Aha.
The catbird seat
Minus
is
one.
where the Dolphins reside,
So,
looking upon.
so who are you mocking?
No, that's like the mocking calls.
The rest of the AFC.
See, the
East.
Yeah,
catbird.
so-
See, the catbird would make these sounds like the mockingbird.
Yeah.
To make it think, oh, my buddies are here, and then
Oh.
feline gets the
No.
mockingbird.
Wait.
The catbird is not a cat, dumbass.
Is it a
No, it's
cat?
cat.
It's literally this, okay? And it's not intimidating at all.
Wait a minute. So you thought the catbird was a cat sitting up high, making. So Wait, so now a cat is making bird calls?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh!
Trying to lure in its prey.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm telling you what.
We have lost on meaning to this segment.
There's been different levels, but this is an all new low for you.
Dude.
You know, just because it's called the catbird seat, dummy, doesn't mean a cat is sitting in it.
Dummy.
Of course that's what it means. Why would a bird be sounding like a cat? That's stupid.
Maybe it's a hybrid.
Obviously.
Okay. Get some video footage of a cat sounding like a bird.
Dude.
Wait, hold on. This is something Tobin actually drew up. Wait. Oh,
Mama cat, daddy bird.
I'm telling you right now, the catbird seat is where the Dolphins reside right now. We can't see it. It's too bright.
Whew. Gotta get rid of that iPhone.
You're gonna have to
Tobin,
email the picture. What?
Can I honestly say?
Yeah.
I've been with you. And I've bought some of your nonsense. This is an all-new low for you.
What are you talking about?
You have made an assumption. Okay, let me explain this. This dude, a grown-ass man, a college graduate, has just sat here and told all the people on Twitch, YouTube, and on the radio, a catbird seat is a place in which a cat sits in it,
pounces on the
and
bird.
lures birds by making bird calls.
Yeah. Well, that's if you're gonna dive into it, but it's not.
Bird is literally a bird.
No, dude, a catbird.
this is what Tobin thought it was.
Oh,
you guys got to realize
Straight
the
from
catbird
Google.
seat. It's not just about what the catbird is. It's the cat would attack the bird from an advantageous position.
Yeah.
So you're diving into the species. I'm talking about the idiomatic phrase.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at him using
we gotta
those
go,
big words.
Please. Nobody
just-
believes.
If you want to
Can I
take it
just tell
literally,
you?
if you want to be the Dewey Decimal System,
Nobody believes you.
okay.
Nobody believes you right now.
No, I'm telling you right now, dude, the Dolphins are in the catbird seat because right now the Dolphins are the cat and the
Hey,
Raiders are the bird.
thank you, silly sauce. That's what I wanted to say. Every time Tobin tries to sound smart, he sounds twice as dumb as he did before.
You guys have never seen a cat like in a pounce position, like from a high area, like you knew.
No!
Oh, of course.
No!
Well, all right. I mean, what are you talking about?
Wait,
It
wait.
happens all the time.
Well, when was the last time you looked up and say, "Watch out for that pouncing cat"?
Everybody knows about the cat.
Well,
You guys really have never heard this phrase before?
Okay, in Africa, sure.
Oh, because it's like a leopard and on a safari.
No, I mean all cats are predatory creatures. Like they all can, pounce from
But
the
you're
cat.
not. No, but most of them pounce by slow walking and then pounce.
No,
ain't
but not
going
when you're in
higher
Not
ground.
when but not when you're in the catbird seat.
Ah.
okay, please stop saying that and move on with your point. Yep.
Hey, can I just understand why at times you speak like a 75-year-old white dude, right? With all your little sayings.
Stop.
And then he tried to pass it off as the old like using the catbird seat. When really it's only you.
Oh, Vic Fangio does love the
People
catbird
who
seat.
live in Central Florida talk like that.
If
which
you
is where Tobin lives.
listen, Uncle Luke is saying cats as a cat owner, Leroy is wrong. Cats definitely get to the higher ground.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude. Everybody knows what the catbird seat is, and the Dolphins are sitting right in it.
You know
pretty in
what?
the catbird seat.
Listen, I would like this on the dartboard of doom, but only for you.
I love how we're
I'm gonna get a
directing things.
chair. I'm gonna get a chair and I'm
Yeah.
gonna put catbird seat in it, and that person got to sit in that damn chair for the whole day.
That is
It's got to be a high chair. though.
boring. No.
Okay, never mind.
That is-
Scratch it. It doesn't
It's
sound
not
like it's a
boring.
big enough.
You can literally do that right now.
Oh no, I have to sit down in a chair.
No, but you got to be
Oh,
dressed like
no.
a cat.
You know what? At least
Oh,
you were not dressed as a starfish slipping off your chair, okay?
Well, I'm not gonna
J-Fig,
lose,
listen, not everything is going to be as ridiculous as you being in a puffy costume.
Well,
Or being a
that's,
sports-
that's we
First of
have to
all,
go
let's not
higher
forget-
than that.
Let's not forget this noise.
And then this noise.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the catbird seat, that's a great punishment. We're doing that.
No, it's not. We're not.
You got to
doing
dress
that.
up
It is
like
not
no.
going to
Wait.
the board.
J-Fig.
I will remove it.
You have
from
to
the board.
sit in the seat and dress like a cat.
Yeah, I've overruled
That's
you.
different.
And I'm not talking about.
The cat has.
Cat
the
has
real-
wings.
Cat needs wings. I'm not
And
doing
the
it
little
unless
thing
there's
on the
wings
nose.
cat suit.
Yeah. Oh, Marcos. But look, Marcos, I would
Yes.
just tell you right now.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm going 6-0.
There's going to be some things you have to avoid.
You're gonna have to be careful.
What?
Yeah.
Also,
When you throw the darts.
Hmm.
And by the way,
yep.
I'm scared of throwing a
there-
dart.
there's a
I will
penalty if
break
you miss the
something.
board.
Yeah, but what about if I get a bullseye?
Then
we got-
if you get a bullseye in
Yeah.
green, then you get to toss your punishment onto somebody else.
Nice, but it
If you
doesn't
hit
matter.
the red, everybody has to do the
Be
punishment of your choice.
super nice to Marcos.
No,
So-
I thought we all had to throw the dart.
No,
He doesn't give the punishment.
no, he gives the punishment of his choice.
It's a dartboard of doom.
It's the dartboard of doom.
Okay.
Also,
like it.
Dade South says that Tobin is in the fatbird seat.
He's good.
Point for
Why do I think people listen to our show just so they can hit us with strays? Right? Oh, catbird seat. Like, who uses that language?
Fangs does for sure.
No, he doesn't.
The old love saying catbird seat.
You know what? Go. You got credentials. Go to practice and say, Fangs, it seems like right now y'all sit in the catbird seat.
We'll say, oh,
Understand.
yes, I'm familiar with that term. This is something that we do often. Nah, I would stop.
Tobin, you sure you're not 70?
Dude, if you haven't heard of catbird seat, you don't have to lash out at me. Other people have heard the phrase.
I've
before.
heard of catbird seat, but I knew or had a better idea what it meant than you.
You said it was for hunting.
Wait, isn't it?
Still closer to you than what you were.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I
Catbird
actually
seat.
knew what it was.
The catbird seat is a damn bird. You
No.
think it's a cat.
No, you're thinking of two different things. You're saying what an actual catbird is, which of course is a catbird. Everybody knows it. It's a cousin of the
No,
mockingbird.
everybody doesn't know.
You didn't know
Everyone
it.
knows it.
You did not know.
You
Everyone
didn't
knows
know
that.
it.
The catbird
Wait,
seat
look
is
into
a
the screen right
position.
now. Look into the screen right now and tell me
Yeah,
that you knew that the catbird was a bird.
dude. Of course I knew that. Of course.
You're a liar.
How can you? I mean,
You can't do it.
If you guys want to lash out that way, that's fine. But I'm telling you for sure, the catbird seat is different from the catbird. Why? Because the cat would lure the bird, making sounds, would be like, what's that?
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
it's a cat. Just ate you.
Okay. I want video evidence
Yeah.
of a cat making bird noises.
I don't have to get you anything. I'm not talking about what the cat is doing. I'm talking about the catbird seat, which is what I'm.
You just said, wait a minute. You
I
just
didn't
said
say-
the cat makes noises to lure the bird.
I just want to say, Leroy, sometimes I'd like to get into a Dolphins football discussion because I'm a football guy. And you're sitting here and you want to quibble over sayings and metaphors, which is not the
That
whole
you
point of this.
Every day.
The point of this
you're
is the
never
Dolphins.
right.
The
Who
Dolphins
was in
are-
the practice field? Please
the
tell us.
Dolphins. The Dolphins were an R in the catbird seat, and you're lashing out.
It's been rough.
You know who it's really rough on?
What?
The birds that die
Oh, R.I.P.
because they thought it was an actual bird, but it was a
Yes.
cat.
They're there to mate. To be
So
honest,
so
and then
so
they get ate.
can we get footage of this cat sitting in a seat?
Yeah, go
making
ahead. The
this-
internet's there for your disposal.
No.
Go ahead. Go
You
and
ain't
find
gonna
it.
make me look like a dumbass on Google.
What do I have to look it up for when I know it? It's fine. I'm good.
You don't know it.
I do know it.
So just to confirm,
Mhm.
you were saying a cat
Yep.
sits up on a high perch.
Yep.
And he makes bird noises to lure the bird.
Yeah.
And then he pounces on
Well,
it.
have you ever heard the catbird before? You know, it's like,
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. One more time. Let me hear that.
How?
Can I just say the extent that this guy will go through to
What
not
was that?
you can't do it. You can't do it. No, go ahead.
Okay,
What
no,
is this
force
guy?
it to do it.
It's just unfortunate. I'm trying to teach you guys something you don't take it seriously, you know?
So I have a tree right there, and I have birds flying around.
So the catbird sounds like, wow. And then but it's not that far off from a catbird.
Oh yeah.
Of course it's
wow. Oh yeah.
So it's very similar.
I see the difference.
It's very similar. And so the bird is like, what? And the cat's like, gotcha.
Hey, -1, Marcos -1 for chicanery. That's just ridiculous.
-1.
It's just ridiculous, dude. You really? Really? Why?
Fraud.
Really? There's nobody. Please. Tommy right now somewhere is going, wow, Dad, you're dumb as hell. What are you talking about? Catbird? Wow. Listen, now everybody's chiming in. Hey, does he know a catbird is an actual bird? Yes.
Wait, are you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? A catbird?
That
Yeah,
is so sad.
because that sounded like a cat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
See?
Whoa, okay, hold on.
So you're gonna apologize.
That sounds like a little
You're
baby,
apologize.
like a kitten.
No!
Yeah, that sound-
That's
so
right.
Was that a bird or a?
So
okay,
maybe it's
so-
called the catbird.
Okay, so that was a kitten.
Right.
See, I'm confused now.
What's a
Damn it.
catbird?
And it
The
don't
point-
sound like a bird.
The point it does. And the point is that its predatory skills lure the bird in.
Oh no.
And that bird, as J Fig knows, just like Washington, over.
Does
Just
that
like
mean
it's gonna
I'm a
be.
catbird? Or a cat?
No,
That
you're
imitates
just a
bird?
birderer.
Okay.
The cat birder.
Goodness, what have we done?
What have you done?
It wasn't me.
I mean, like
It was you.
the cats will lure in the catbird by impersonating the other. You just lured Washington with your trust by quote unquote feeding him, and then one day it was curtains.
R.I.P.
Curtains.
Who knows what he could have been?
It wasn't me. It was a steamer.
Sure.
Hey.
I gotta tell you,
Longest living bird known to
Tobin,
man, all of a sudden gone.
you actually drew this out for like 15 minutes. It's pretty amazing that you have found ways to.
I feel like you drew it out more than I did, to be honest with you.
You always bring up these old people sayings.
But I was just saying, hey, the Dolphins are in the
Like,
captain.
why do I? It's like you leave here and you go hang out at Century Village.
Yeah, but I was just here's what I was ready to just say. Hey, the Dolphins are in the catbird seat and move on. You're the one who got caught up in the thicket of what does that mean? So really, you dragged.
No, what I said was you don't even know what a catbird seat is.
I definitely do. I mean,
And look, there's another one. I'm caught up in the thicket. Really? Why are you 80, dude? Why are you 80 years old?
The old love to go to break. Welcome back, everybody. Still got one more pair of Heat tickets to give away.
Why don't you put them on the catbird seat and see who comes and gets them?
So how much fun are you having with that camera?
I'm a little annoyed right now because it's like the joystick seems to go too fast.
Oh,
slow down.
Leroy, you missed it earlier. Our boy Old Tobes took a page out of my book.
What?
Did some trivia.
Yep. Did some trivia. It was good. Tobes Heat trivia.
You think I can answer the questions?
I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, I don't want you to answer the questions because you don't need Heat tickets. So
no, but I'm saying if they already answered the questions, then
Okay.
see if I know. I'm not talking about new ones.
Oh, so you want the one that I asked? when you were
Yeah.
All right.
That was easy.
No, I don't know. I don't know if Leroy's going to get it.
This one's
We'll
rough.
see.
Okay, ready?
Listen,
All right.
love trivia.
Miami Heat have won 6 in a row, Leroy.
Uh-huh.
Who won't talk about it?
What?
He doesn't listen to the show.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, I'll repeat. Sorry, maybe I'll slow down.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat have won 6 in a row.
Mhm.
Who won't talk about it?
Who, me?
No, not you. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It wasn't. You've talked to Heat. We talked to Heat earlier in the show today.
Yeah.
Spo or Jimmy?
Nope. No, they both talked about it. They both talked about it after the
See,
game.
I guess this is harder than I thought.
I guess it was harder than I thought.
Julian,
I mean, I guess because we write the notes, we know
First listener nailed it.
Nailed it, dude.
Nailed it.
Even
All
gave
right,
us
what's
a
the answer?
wind up.
The Miami Heat have won 6 in a row. But the bums won't talk about it.
Bums won't talk about
The
it.
bums won't talk about
The
it.
correct
The
answer
bums
is
won't
the
talk about it.
bums.
The bums won't talk about it.
It's Tobin Trivia.
Tobin
Leroy.
Trivia.
He regrets it.
TT.
Should I do another question?
I think you should.
Why do you look defeated, Leroy?
Because the problem is that I was in history of Heat mode, and you were in silly sauce mode, and like the bums.
Bums won't talk about it.
Tobin Trivia.
I
know.
I know, but I didn't know. All right.
All right, 305-567-0560 for some Tobes Heat trivia.
Line it up.
305-567-0560. But before that, let's hear a little Jimmy Butler last night, huh?
Oh, yes.
Jimmy Butler last night. He after the win, he was with in the locker room, and let's hear what he had to say to reporters after what was a very weird post-game interview.
What do you think's been the reason for this 6-game win streak?
We've been scoring more points than the other team. That's it.
What do you think about the overall collective change from when you were 1-4 to this 6-0? What stands out most to you?
I don't know. It just goes to show the group that we have, how resilient these guys are, how much fun that we have. And it's not all bad at the end of the day. Yes, it's always great to win, but I would like to think that the energy is always going to be the same for wins and losses, knowing that you can't get too high and you can't get too low.
When you guys flip games like you've had, it's always been defense, which I know you enjoy with this group. But what is it about that trigger that has to flip for the team, and then you all be able to sustain it, particularly during this week?
It's the hustle plays. Defense is all if you want to do it or not, honestly speaking. Being in the passing lane, getting a hand on the loose balls, diving on the floor, with the ball is up in the air, rebounding, all of that good stuff. And it's fun whenever you're playing that way because you're playing off of a stop, getting in transition instead of taking the ball out the net every single time. And that's really how we want to play. Get some stops, take it down there and score on that end.
Jimmy, Spo told us when Tyler went out, look, it's going to be on Jimmy and Bam, but we need support also. What's it like getting with
What did I just hear?
Grow up, Peter Pan. Is that Kyle Lowry again? It's Kyle. He just keeps throwing Molotov.
Well, Kyle had a lot of energy because he ain't play much because he had 3 fouls in like 7 seconds.
True. All right. Let's get to some Tobes Heat trivia last night. I think this is gonna be an easy one. I want to give away these Heat tickets,
All right.
Pierre is in Lake Worth. Hello, Pierre.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you, buddy?
Good.
All right. You ready for your question?
Yeah.
All right. Who had LaMelo Ball in hell last night?
Who had LaMelo Ball in hell last?
Purgatory, trapped.
Great defender. Need the safe word.
I feel like the whole team had him in hell last night.
Yeah, but specifically one person on the team. Why don't you pick one?
Duncan Robinson?
No, that's not the answer. That's a great try, Pierre. Great try, but that's not correct.
Thank you.
Duncan Robinson did not have LaMelo Ball in hell last night, but that's a very good try.
I know that one.
Duncan Robinson. Now, if the answer would have been who had Victor Wembanyama in hell,
correct,
that would have been Duncan Robinson.
Yep.
But alas, that was not the game last night.
Man, I
So-
should have came in today. I couldn't, but because we could have taken advantage of Marco's deal. The hookup.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
You guys, you don't worry about that. Heat win.
A lot of free pizzas been given out, dude. A lot of free pizza. Let's see. Kyle is in. Hello, Kyle.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, buddy. Listen, same question to you.
Yeah.
Your chance to steal. Miami Heat game last night. Who had LaMelo Ball in hell?
Easy one. Highsmith.
Correct.
There you go.
I said that LaMelo Ball in hell. And I think LaMelo Ball had Spo in hell with his carrying. But congratulations, Kyle. You're going to the Heat game tomorrow.
Kyle from Weston.
Yep. There you go. Kyle's going to the
job.
Yep.
He said easy one. He said with
That's,
confidence.
that's right around the corner.
He did say easy one.
Yeah,
'Cause that's how it's played in Tobes Heat Trivia. I'm not trying to trick anybody other than Leroy.
He said easy peasy.
But that's what happens. Kyle was in the catbird seat. He knew. He knew the question.
Right.
So
I'm
he
gonna
was
answer
right
the
there.
phone, dude.
All right, we'll be back after this.
metió. A la gente no sé qué le dio, pero todo el mundo está loco. Todo el mundo está loco. Todo el mundo rayado del coco.
Welcome back to the Tobin Leroy Show. Our resident show pony.
Hey.
During phone calls.
So, you know when you can't understand another language?
No, I don't have any more heat tickets for tomorrow.
So, you know what I was singing when that song
The
came
game's
out?
tomorrow. The game's tomorrow.
Dancing out the ghetto.
I think Tobin's explaining to a caller that we don't have any more tickets.
Yeah.
They refuse to accept it.
Well, no, not just the day before the game, because they gave out tickets yesterday and the day before.
Oh, someone is upset. Someone is
they're
filing.
complaining that-
This is too.
Gotcha. So
too
maybe
short
next
notice.
home games we'll have more tickets to give away, right?
Hmm.
Next time they have a home game, we'll probably have
Someone
more
is
tickets to give away.
someone is angry and upset with us. Apparently.
Is this actually happening right now?
Oh yeah, he
No,
picks
no
up the phone
Dolphins
from
tickets.
time to time. He hassles.
Have a lovely day. Yep, you too.
Just handling some business over there. Just doing what you can to handle some business.
Yeah, I was just trying to be great to our customers.
Look at
He
you.
was in the catbird seat.
Yeah,
You were in the catbird seat just now.
I feel like I was in the hell. Like
But if
Lamelo
you were in the
Ball.
catbird seat, it would say, "Oh, look at that fat cat."
Sheesh.
Man, Fat Cat has a good life. Right?
Yeah, it's Jason
Hey,
Sanders.
so anyway, back to my comments.
Yes.
I'm terrible with words to songs,
Okay.
but I'll sing them. So that last song,
Mm.
when I originally heard it, like it's an old song, right?
Old enough.
I thought they were singing "Dancing Out the Ghetto."
Dancing out the ghetto. Out the ghetto.
What does it actually say?
Huh?
It says, if
What
I'm
does
not
it actually
mistaken,
say?
Mati nati. Which
No,
is
play it, play it. What?
I'll have it prepared. I apologize.
It's all good. You know what?
In the ghetto.
I mean, not far off. It's Party in the Ghetto, isn't it?
Party in the ghetto.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't
It
even like
says
trying.
party?
You weren't. I'm pretty sure it's Party. You know what? I'm a little. Let's move on, huh?
He said I'm not-
You,
Would
want
you like
us
to
to,
hear-
you telling us to move on? You want a damn phone call?
I mean, I was trying to be helpful.
What were they upset about?
Aren't
They
you
were-
always saying you're the one who always tells me you don't get good customer service anymore? I was
No.
trying to be nice to one of our listeners
Were they upset that they didn't get a
because it wasn't Mike.
Oh, Mike. That bastard Mike.
Speaking of Mike, you know, we were talking about the catbird seat earlier today. How the Dolphins are in the catbird seat,
which isn't real.
It is. But have you heard the latest of Mike McDaniel when it comes to the injury of Robert Hunt? Would you like to hear what Mike McDaniel had to say about Robert Hunt?
Okay, how does this tie into catbird?
You'll see.
All right.
No. No, you said, I mean, you gave me an option. Yeah, no, he, you know, if you talked to Rob in the last week, this is, you want to talk about like a cat being in water. Like he hasn't ever missed a game. So we're feeling that out.
What is the comparison there?
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Catbird seat.
It's in a cat bath seat.
What did the answer to that question have to do with a bleeping cat in the water?
Sometimes
He
you're a
said
cat in the water.
it's
dude.
like
I
a
don't
cat.
know.
It's like a cat in the water.
That's right.
Dude, nobody said how.
Well, I think, you know, I cut it off after that point because you know Mike McDaniel is going to go on for 2
Oh, yeah.
minutes, and I think by that time everybody's exhausted. They forgot
But there
about the
needs
cat
to be
part.
cat. There needs to be questions. What does that even mean?
You know, have you?
You know when he
if you
does
talked
that
to Rob
chuckle.
last week, this is you want to talk about like a cat being in water. Like he hasn't ever missed a game. So
like a cat
In water.
in water.
He's never missed a game.
He's never missed a game.
Exactly.
Oh, show of hands. Who's
Huh.
ever seen a cat in water?
Well, I don't think cats like water. I think that's his
Oh.
point. You know, cats don't like water. Rob Hunt doesn't like being inactive because he's never been hurt. He's been an Iron Man. First time he's been hurt in his career. So I think he's saying
Hey, wait. Can I just say this? This may be a first.
You think he makes sense now?
Tobin's translating for me.
Well,
Like,
he translated catbird seat earlier.
No, he didn't. He had no idea.
Somewhat.
Dade's house says try and give a cat a bath, see what happens. Mike McDaniel gets a point.
Huh. I'm sorry, I don't like cats.
You ever give your Senor Gato a bath?
Oh, he hates it.
Hates it, huh?
Hates it, dude. Hates it.
When do you decide? When you're like, I don't care how much you hate it, I need to bathe you.
Not very much. I would say the cat doesn't get as many baths as the dog.
And Smith and Smolnik, who's been sucked in by the Tobin today.
Okay.
Catfish live in the water, you idiot.
Okay.
Well put by him. Well,
So
today
do
was a
pufferfish. I don't see them flying outside like air balloons.
I mean, they're not filled with helium.
You had to have seen that coming.
He never does.
Like, I just feel like sometimes I get hit over the head.
You sure you want to come over for Thanksgiving?
No, because see, I don't mind.
You ain't gonna be thankful.
I don't mind seeing Tobin in a controlled environment.
You're assuming I'll be on my best behavior.
Yeah, with a chaperone.
Be careful when you're
Oh no,
assuming.
Dee's gonna be there. She'll keep you in check.
It's a close set.
Close set. That's
Can you
right.
investigate, please? To see
With
if there's-
beverages.
Oh, no. Hey, how about we don't talk about the burned hat? We don't have to bring show bits to Thanksgiving.
Bring it up. The second he starts acting out and
You
getting
don't
on your
have
nerves,
to do that, though.
you
Like,
bring
what's
it up.
the show is the show, and then life is life. We don't have
No,
to bring
here's
it
what I'm
to
gonna
top
do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go buy another top hat. And then when I come over, I'm gonna say, here's the liquor we drinking, and here's that top hat you burned.
Wow.
Just walk away.
Can't snitch. though.
Drop the mic.
That's not snitching. And she's gonna, what hat? What happened?
Bert?
Ask Tobin.
Dade South said like Mario Cristobal is a tougher fish.
That's tough.
Filling yourself over there to avoid predators, that's tough.
Oh my goodness.
All right, everybody. We will talk to you rascals tomorrow. Drive safe out there. Big Spoon!
Oh no. Loretta Lynn died. We ain't crabbed together.
So synchronized.
Hope you mother have a good day.